stating that the SIT was formed due to the left-wing pressure. While this statement was being made, Speaker UT Khadr intervened the situation and mentioned that this discussion will not be held today. However, the time will be given to the discussion tomorrow. On the other hand, even after Speaker UT Khadr made a statement, Dinesh Gundurao intervened to mention that the SIT or the government is not on any one side. We haven't formed a special investigation team based on the left or right demands. We are on the side of justice is what Dinesh Gundurao has claimed, and also he mentions that the truth has to come out at any point of time. So the latest update is that the assembly is still witnessing the conversation on the Dharmasthala issue. Deepak.
That's right, Abhishek, and also help us understand, Abhishek, what has been the BJP stance, because the BJP has been considerably silent given the fact that this is a very, very sensitive issue. And meanwhile, Lakshmi Hebbalkar, who is the Women and Child Development Minister in Karnataka, has also not responded to the Dharmasthala case, which begs the question, why? Why, Abhishek?
Whenever the media try to intervene and have a conversation with Lakshmi Hebbalkar with respect to the Dharmasthala issue, she has mentioned on record and off record, since the SIT is still interrogating or continuing with the investigation, she will be able to react on whatever outcome is found after the investigation has been completed. On the other hand, BJP has made it sure to make sure that the Congress will have to face the backlash of the entire state, because the BJP alleges that the special investigation team has been formulated due to the left-wing pressure and not so that the truth comes out. The BJP is still demanding that the whistleblower's identity be revealed, at least to the members of the House, because no one has a clarity on who this person is, where did he
लोक अभिलेखों के प्रबंधन, प्रशासन और पर्यवेक्षण हेतु एक विधान बनाने का निश्चय किया गया है। अनुसार उत्तर प्रदेश लोक अभिलेख विधेयक 2025 पुनः स्थापित किया जाता है।
मोना जी, कोई मोना आप कुछ बोलेंगे? अब वो तो मैंने बहुत प्रयास कर लिया। आप विपक्ष के एनडीए के बहुत महत्वपूर्ण हमारी लीडर भी हैं। आपसे निवेदन है कि ये ऑपोजिशन
ये फतेहपुर में जो कुछ हुआ है वो दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, और भारतीय जनता पार्टी पे जब अपनी उपलब्धियां खत्म हो जाती हैं तो उनका वो सोची समझी जो रणनीति है जो अंग्रेजों से लिया उन्होंने, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की पूरी विचारधारा अंग्रेजों से दी गई है। डिवाइड एंड रूल, हिंदू मुसलमान के बीच में नफरत फैलाना, अगर हम हक की बात करें तो हिंदू मुसलमान को आगे कर देना। ये जिस तरह का काम हुआ है फतेहपुर में, सरकार को उन दोषी लोगों के खिलाफ कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए। जितने लोग वीडियो विजुअल्स में दिखाई दे रहे हैं उन सबको जेल भेजना चाहिए, और अगर जिलाधिकारी और पुलिस विभाग वहां का नहीं भेज रहा है तो कहीं ना कहीं सरकार को ये निर्णय लेना चाहिए कि वो अधिकारी रहने लायक नहीं है, उन्हीं के कारण वो घटना हुई है।
सर, ये संसद से कब लड़ाई लड़ेंगे?
अब ये लड़ाई लगातार चलती रहेगी, क्योंकि लंबी लड़ाई है, लगातार चलते रहना पड़ेगा। चलिए, बहुत धन्यवाद।
पूछे आप मनाओ, उनको कहो मैं आपसे सहयोग मांग रहा हूँ, तो रखा जाए तो उसे चले ना रखे, मैं सुनने के लिए तैयार हूँ। मैं सुन रहा हूँ ना, मैं कब मना कर रहा हूँ? बोले तो सही, वो मैं बोले मैं सुन रहा हूँ, मैं खड़ा होकर बोल रहा हूँ कि मैं सुन रहा हूँ, बोले तो सही। मैं अब सुनने के लिए तैयार हूँ।
ये सबकी भावना है,
मैं सुन रहा हूँ।
नाम है इस घटना में वो स्पष्ट हो जाए।
अब ये विषय देखिए, विषय ये है कि कल
सरकार का जवाब
मेरी बात सुनिए, मेरी बात एट रैंडम, बिना किसी जानकारी के, बिना किसी सूचना के, मेरे पूरी बात सुन लें प्लीज, मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है। माननीय नेता प्रतिपक्ष खड़े हुए, उनको ये प्रिविलेज है, पूरे आदर और सम्मान के साथ उनको प्रिविलेज दे रहा हूँ। उन्होंने उस विषय को उठाया, और कल जो घटना हुई उसके लिए संसदीय कार्य मंत्री ने बताया कि कल ये घटना हुई है और इतने लोगों के खिलाफ इस धारा के अंतर्गत रिपोर्ट लिखी गई। जो माननीय नेता प्रतिपक्ष ने कहा उसका जवाब माननीय संसदीय कार्य मंत्री के द्वारा दिया गया। अब आप कहो कि जो रिपोर्ट लिखी गई उनके सारे का सारा चार्जशीट यहां लगा दी जाए, ये तो संभव नहीं है ना। ये कैसे संभव है? ये कहाँ संभव है? आप बताओ, जो कल घटना हुई है जिसके ऊपर
जिलाध्यक्ष भारतीय जनता पार्टी के जिलाध्यक्ष उसमें मौजूद थे,
जो भी
वीडियो फुटेज थे,
जो भी
उनका नाम उस में है कि नहीं बताइए।
आप इशू ये है कि जो आप बता रही हो ये विवेचना का पार्ट है। आपके कहने से या किसी एक इंडिविजुअल मेरे कहने से बोले वो विवेचना का पार्ट है, विवेचना किससे आएगा?
जो लोग उसमें शामिल थे जिनके आधार पर उन्हीं वीडियो फुटेज के आधार पर उन लोगों का आइडेंटिफिकेशन हो गया, FIR हुआ।
वो तो ये तो कहा ही गया। ये बात तो माननीय वित्त मंत्री के द्वारा संसदीय का कि जो लोग उसमें होंगे उन्होंने किसी का नाम नहीं लिया। आप नाम ले रहे हो, वो इस बात को छोड़ देंगे X, Y, Z जो लोग भी होंगे उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई होगी, जो लोग भी होंगे उनके खिलाफ। अगर जो लोग भी अगर होगा तो हो सकता है उनका नाम हो, मैं उसके बारे में कुछ नहीं बोल सकता।
यही तो चाह रहे माननीय नेता प्रतिपक्ष, यही चाह रहे।
नहीं, नेता प्रतिपक्ष के कहने से किसी का नाम नहीं लिख जाएगा। तो नेता प्रतिपक्ष के कहने से या नेता संसदीय किसी का नाम किसी के कहने पे ना लिखा जाएगा ना हटाया जाएगा। कौन कह रहे बचाया जा रहा है? आपको कैसे लग रहा है कि बचाया जा रहा है? किसने आपको कह दिया कि बचाया जा रहा है? तो आपको ये कैसे लग गया? माननीय संसदीय कार्य मंत्री ने कहा है कि जितने लोग उसमें सम्मिलित है सबके खिलाफ कार्रवाई हुई। आपको ये शंका क्यों हो रही है? आपको अभी तो कल की घटना है उसके ऊपर FIR लिखी गई, उसमें आपको कैसे लग रहा है?
सरकार को ये ना पता हो इतनी बड़ी घटना हो जाए।
सरकार ने बताया ना, उन्होंने बताया, जानकारी दी है, ऐसा नहीं जानकारी, उन्होंने पूरी जानकारी दी। लेकिन मैं उसके ऊपर बहस नहीं करता। आपने बोला विषय, मेरा आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है, आप अगर बिल के ऊपर बोलना महत्वपूर्ण विषय है, आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप बोलो प्लीज, व्यवस्थित कराने में मेरा सहयोग करो। व्यवस्था यह है कि सब लोग चले वहाँ, मेरा आपसे भी निवेदन है और आप भी निवेदन करो कि सब लोग चले, सब लोग चले। चलिए मैं प्रश्न प्रस्तुत कर रहा हूं, अगर आप नहीं बोलना चाहते तो मैं प्रश्न 70 का प्रश्न कर रहा हूं। प्रश्न
नहीं अध्यक्ष जी, अभी ये 70 का प्रस्ताव हम करेंगे।
करिए आप सब लोग चलो, मैं सबकी सुनूंगा। मैं बहुत देर से
एक प्रश्न,
मैं पिछले 1 घंटे से प्रयास कर रहा हूं कि आप बोलो। मैं अगर 1 घंटे से मैं प्रयास कर रहा हूं और बहुत रिस्पेक्टफुली, बहुत आदर, बहुत सम्मान के साथ आपके हाथ जोड़ के निवेदन कर रहा हूं कि आप चलो, मैं आपकी सुनूंगा। अगर आप चलो, मैं आपकी पूरी बात।
पुलिस की मौजूदगी में जाकर खबरों को तोड़ा जा रहा है, बेहुरमती की जा रही है, दरगाह के अंदर जाया जा रहा है और पुलिस कुछ नहीं कर रही है। अगर वही लोग मुसलमान समाज के होते तो क्या होता? आप खुद सोचिए। तो कानून का इस्तेमाल जो है ना, मजहब को देखकर, पॉलिटिकल आइडियोलॉजी को देखकर इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है, तो जाहिर है तो ये तो एक बेहतरीन मिसाल है मुसलमानों से हेट्रेड की और उनको अप्रेस करने की, जो उत्तर प्रदेश में हुआ है कि दरगाह पर हमला, खबरों को तोड़ना। तो ऐसा लग रहा था कि फिर दोबारा 1992 वापस आ रहा है क्या?
1991 लॉ का आप फिर से एक बार हम देख रहे हैं कि टूटना हो रहा है।
1991 लॉ का
प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट,
हाँ,
एक बार फिर से वायलेशन हो रहा है।
नहीं, वो वायलेशन तो है, मगर पुलिस की मौजूदगी में इनको कैसे इजाजत दी जा रही है? पुलिस क्या कर रही थी वहां पर? पुलिस के सामने खबरों को हमला तोड़ा जा रहा है, नुकसान किया जा रहा है, दरगाह के अंदर घुसकर उसकी तकद्दुस को पामाल किया जा रहा है। और आस्था क्या है फिर? आपकी आस्था किस में है? आपकी आस्था ना रूल ऑफ लॉ में है, ना आपकी आस्था प्रदेश को पीसफुल रखने में, बल्कि पर आप तो सिर्फ एक ही वन पॉइंट है, चाहे आसाम हो, यूपी हो, मुसलमानों को टारगेट किया जाए, बुलडोजर को इस्तेमाल किया जाए, बेघर किया जाए, या किसी मस्जिद दरगाह पर आप हमले कर दीजिए, या फिर बाद में कह दीजिए कि नहीं नहीं यहाँ पर वो आक्रमणकारी आए थे और ऐसा हो गया, ये हो गया। तो ये एक बेहतरीन मिसाल है जुल्म की।
वैसे साहब, जस्टिस वर्मा के खिलाफ महाभियोग प्रस्ताव को
अभी पढ़ने दीजिए, उसको पढ़ने दीजिए।
अजय जी हमारी बात सुनूंगा, कोई भी नहीं ऐसे नहीं होना सुन।
अजय जी हमारी आपने अजय जी जहां तक फतेहपुर का मामला है,
उनसे पूछे
आदरणीय अजय जी, फतेहपुर का मामला है। अभी नेता प्रतिपक्ष ने इस गंभीर मुद्दे के ऊपर अपनी बात रखी। माननीय संसदीय कार्य मंत्री जी ने बताया कि उसके ऊपर FIR हो गई, लेकिन माननीय मंत्री जी, एक तरफ तो आप यहाँ पर बैठ के कहते हैं, सदन के अंदर कहते हैं कि उत्तर प्रदेश के से अच्छी पूरे देश के अंदर कानून व्यवस्था नहीं है। जीरो टॉलरेंस वाली बात आप लोग करते हैं। मैं आपसे ये कहना चाहता हूं कि SI एक डिपार्टमेंट है, पुरातत्व विभाग। अब आप ये बताइए कि ये जो मकबरा था वहां पे कोई आज का नहीं है। 1906 में एक लेखक था S.I.R नेवल, उनने अपने एक बुक लिखी थी गजेटियर यूनाइटेड प्राइवेट्स ऑफ आगरा एंड अवध। उसके अंदर इसका जिक्र है। पुरातत्व विभाग में इस मकबरे को संरक्षित कर रखा है।
Viewers, moving on, Israeli ambassador to India, Rahul Gandhi, has reacted to Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's genocide remark and said, and I quote, "What is shameful is your deceit." Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Monday said the Israeli state is committing genocide and slammed the Indian government for standing silent as Israel unleashes devastation on the people of Palestine. That's what Priyanka Gandhi has said in her social media post. And this, in a way, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is giving a clean chit to Hamas terror. Because it all started with October 7th invasion by Hamas, killing innocents, and that's when the Israeli Defense Forces dismantled Hamas, and the operation is still ongoing. And the blood is on Hamas's hands because they, time and again, use Palestinians as human shields. And Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has attacked Israel as well as the government, saying that the government's silence on what she claims as genocide is haunting. In fact, Chandrakala is joining us live. Chandrakala, the Israeli ambassador has reacted very strongly to Priyanka Gandhi's social media post, and in her post she has blamed Israel, Israeli Defense Forces, Benjamin Netanyahu, but not a single word on Hamas terror.
Well, absolutely. Deepak has rightly pointed out that by these accusations being made by the Congress leader, Priyanka Gandhi, shows that she is in support of the Hamas terrorist organization. She has accused Israel of genocide and killing 60,000, murdering 60,000 people and innocent lives, including children. Now that the Israel envoy has reacted very sharply, has lashed out at Priyanka Gandhi, saying that Israel has killed across 25,000 Hamas terrorists as far as the war is concerned, and then the terrible cost in innocent lives is arising out derives from Hamas's tactics, and the fact that he has made it clear that Israel has been facilitating 2 million tons of food into Gaza as far as this war is concerned, and that there is no genocide. He has made it very clear that there is no such genocide activities taking place. And as we know that, of course, the IDF last night has also struck down Al Jazeera journalist Anas al-Sharif, who actually posed as a the head of the terror cell of the Hamas terrorist organization. And also, of course, the development come at a very crucial time when the operation is still underway, and the particular conflict between Israel and Palestine still remains,
That's right, Chandrakala, and it seems like Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has completely turned a blind eye to Hamas using civilian infrastructure as their terror dens, daycares, hospital, mosques. The proof is out there, but Priyanka Gandhi Vadra continues to stay ignorant about that. With that, viewers, we'll slip into a short break now. On the other side, we'll tell you about Sarla Bhatt's case being reopened because incriminating evidence of Pak terror has now been unearthed. Along with that, Supreme Court orders release of Sukhdev Pahalwan, convicted in 2002 Nitish Katara murder case, saying he has completed his 20-year sentence. Stay tuned.
Amity is proud to announce the commencement of its 12th university in India, Amity University, Hyderabad. At the prime location of AeroCity Hyderabad Airport, has a strong focus on high-end research with brilliant students and distinguished faculty who share our mission to change the world together. To apply for this year's session, visit amity.edu/Hyderabad.
प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
India has successfully completed trials of its indigenously developed Zorawar light tank, a platform purpose-built for high-altitude warfare where traditional heavy armor struggles. Developed jointly by DRDO and Larsen & Toubro, the 25-ton tank is powered by a high-output Cummins diesel engine, delivering close to 40 horsepower per ton, critical for operating in oxygen-thin mountain air. Its primary armament is a 105mm Cockerel rifled gun integrated into a modern turret, capable of firing both kinetic rounds and anti-tank guided missiles. Supporting this is a remote-controlled 7.62mm machine gun, twin 80GM launcher, advanced thermal sights, active protection system.
आप जनता की समस्याएं उठाने के लिए तैयार नहीं, चलिए कोई बात नहीं, आपका मन नहीं है तो मुझे कोई बात नहीं, बस सेकंड दो पहले 1957 की धारा 28 की धारा 3।
Massive showdown in Uttar Pradesh Assembly over Fatehpur Tomb versus Temple chaos. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla accepts impeachment motion against Justice Yashwant Verma, 3-member panel to probe allegations. Supreme Court orders release of Sukhdev Pahalwan, convicted in 2002 Nitish Katara murder case, saying he has completed his 20-year sentence.
एक ही एपिक नंबर पे गुजरात में और बंगाल में वोटर कैसे हैं? इनके पास हमारे सवाल के कोई जवाब नहीं। अगर वोटर लिस्ट में कोई भी इरेगुलरिटी है तो भाई लोकसभा डिसॉल्व होनी चाहिए।
TMC MP Abhishek Banerjee has made a big statement saying that Lok Sabha should be dissolved. Disruption over S.I.R continues in the Parliament. Opposition leaders stage a protest. Kong sources reveal full inside story of ministers sacking, say Rahul Gandhi asked for Rajana to be sacked. After nearly 3 decades, Sarla Bhatt case reopened, incriminating evidence of Pak terror unearthed.
ने अमन की बात की, भारत ने जंग की बात की, लेकिन अगर जंग छेड़ा गया है तो हम शाह अब्दुल लतीफ बिठाई की धरती से मोदी सरकार को बताना चाहेंगे कि हम पीछे नहीं हटते।
Bilawal Bhutto reiterates empty war rhetoric, says if India builds dams, there will be war. Viewers, we have some big breaking news coming in. Operation Akal concludes after 12 days. 1 terrorist has been killed in the encounter while 2 Indian soldiers have lost their lives in line of duty. They have been killed in action. This is the big update that's coming in from Operation Akal, which has concluded after 12 long days of manhunt for terrorists. And at the end of 12 days, forces have eliminated 1 terrorist in the encounter while also losing 2 Indian soldiers in line of action. This is the big update that we are tracking from Kulgam, where Operation Akal has concluded. Zenith is joining us live. Zenith, one terrorist has been gunned down and 2 of our Jawans have been killed in the line of duty. Help us with the summary of Operation Akal. What happened in those 12 days?
Operation Akal has been called off finally. In this entire operation, 1 local terrorist of the elite was neutralized. Simultaneously, 2 boys lost their life in action, and also some 13 injuries are still as far as the Akal operation goes. Although the injuries that were reported from the Akal operation, they're all stable. Meanwhile, this encounter site visit saw multiple visits of the VVIPs from 15 Corps Commander to IG Kashmir, DG J&K Police. They were monitoring the situation. In fact, the Northern Commander also paid a visit and to give a moral boost to the soldiers on ground. But what was important in this operation, that despite the 12 days long tragedy, there was just 1 terrorist killed, although there was an import of the 5 terrorists, the local 2 and the 3 Pakistani terrorists, which out of local 2, 1 was neutralized and the Pakistani terrorists managed to escape. Because this is again seen as a different war strategy that the Pakistan terrorists are using now, because these kind of encounters earlier would be witnessed in Jammu, where the operation would go for days to weeks. But now the same strategy has been adopted in Kashmir Valley itself, where this is the first time, and the operation continued for the 12 days. It saw the foot soldiers, para-elite, commandos, and also the all kind of arms and ammunition, the weapons, the aerial surveillances, and in fact, the bombs were dropped using the drones to see that the terrorists who are holed up in this jungles being neutralized. But it seems that taking the advantage of the thick foliage in the entire belt, that terrorists managed to escape, because that is what we have seen in Rajouri, Poonch, Dera Ki Gali, and also in Kishtwar, where such kind of encounters have witnessed. But it seems that the 12-day operation has finally concluded, has come to an end after the army started withdrawing. In fact, the J&K police also continued to be in this operation for the 12 days long. The CRPF was there. The areas were cordoned off. In fact, the civilians were also evacuated, because many of the civilians complained that there's a fearful atmosphere, that they are running out of supplies. But then they were taken out to the safer wells. In fact, the porters were seen providing a help. The local porters provided help to Indian Army as far as the supplies were concerned. But overall, it seems that the Pakistani terrorists once again have infiltrated into the Kashmir Valley through this Riyasi ridge, where you get connected with the Kulgam. And now needs to be seen that although the hunt is still on, and when these terrorists will be neutralized, because Pakistani terrorists entering into the valley and being in the upper reaches, those are...
Right. All right, we seem to have some connectivity issues there with Zenith, but we'll try getting back to her. And in the meantime, we'll shift our focus to some other news that we are getting. And remember, this is on the stray dog menace. After the Supreme Court order, Rajasthan High Court has directed municipal bodies to remove stray dogs from roads. As per the directions of the Supreme Court, in the next 8 weeks, all stray dogs in Delhi NCR will be rounded up and sent to dog shelter outside the city. The Supreme Court, while giving the order, observed strongly that young children cannot and should not fall prey to rabies at any cost, and that no sentiments should be involved in carrying out the order. There are a lot of reactions that have followed after the Supreme Court's order. Here are some of them.
ये बहुत अच्छी बात है कि डॉग लवर्स जो अगर किसी को परेशान भी करता है, उसके ऊपर शिकायत होनी चाहिए, उनको बंद भी करना चाहिए। एनजीओ को, जो इनके एनजीओ हैं, उनको बाहर से पैसा आता है डॉग्स के लिए, वो एनजीओ क्यों नहीं बंद कर देते हैं? बंद करो एनजीओ को। मेनका गांधी ये कहती हैं कि डॉग्स को मारो मत। एक बात बताइए, मेरा कहना ये है आपके आर भारत के उससे, कि जो मर जाते हैं कुत्तों के काटने से, क्या उनको गवर्नमेंट या मेनका गांधी उनको पैसा देती है क्या?
बहुत बुरा हाल है मैम। इन लोग को कहीं ना कहीं से एड मिलती है। उस एड का ये लोग उस एड को लेने के लिए ये लोग इस तरह के काम करते हैं। और मैं कह रहा हूँ सुप्रीम कोर्ट को धन्यवाद देता हूँ। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इतना सराहनीय काम किया है। हाँ, सराहनीय काम किया है। हम लोग कब से इस आदेश की प्रतीक्षा कर रहे थे। सुप्रीम कोर्ट को धन्यवाद देना चाहते हैं हम सब लोग कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक ऐसा प्रयास किया है, एक ऐसा संदेश दिया है सबको जिससे सब लोग खुश हो सकें। और हमारे बच्चों को एक सुरक्षा प्रदान की है सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने।
ये जो फैसला है सुप्रीम कोर्ट का, ये बहुत ही सराहनीय कदम है और जनता के हितों का है। आप वीडियो देखे होंगे, कई वीडियो वायरल हैं कि 10-10 कुत्ते एक बच्चे को नोच के खा रहे हैं। अगर जिनको दर्द हो रहा है अपने बच्चे को सामने लाएं और नोचवाएं अपने बच्चों को, उसके बाद उनको पता चलेगा कि हमारे बच्चे का दर्द क्या होता है।
मेनका गांधी भी इसका विरोध करने लगे।
मेनका गांधी को विदेशी फंडिंग मिलती है, इस उपलक्ष्य में वो अपना टांग अड़ा रही हैं और कोई बात नहीं है।
यहाँ पे कस्टमर की आने की एंट्री ही कम हो गई है। 10 से 15 कुत्ते तो इसी चौक पे घूमते रहेंगे। अभी भी देखो यहाँ पे 4-5 तो यहीं पे बैठे हुए हैं और जो घर से आते हैं वो दूध लेके और इनको पाल रहे हैं। अरे भाई अपने घर में जाके पालो, यहाँ पे क्या जरूरत है। और कह दो तो लड़ने को तैयार हो जाते हैं, आपकी कंप्लेन कर देंगे, आपका ये कर देंगे। तो बहुत अच्छा किया है। जो
कानून बनना चाहिए ताकि जनता शिकायत कर सके।
There are 3 lakh dogs in Delhi. Now 3 lakh dogs have to be accommodated in buildings. To make each building, after all, you can't put 1,000 dogs in one. You can't put 500. You can't put even 100. So in order to accommodate 3 lakh dogs, you will need 3,000 buildings, right? Minimum. Now where do you find these buildings? Because you can't put them in colonies. You can't put them on agricultural land. So first you have to find 3,000 places. Then you have to build them. Now each building will take 4 to 5 lakhs because aapne banane hain kitchens. People will be staying there. Then you have to employ 1.5 lakh people jo keval safai karmchari hain. Can we afford it? Then you have to have a van in each place लाने के लिए, ले जाने के लिए, अगर बीमार हो जाए. Then it's 5 crores a week just in feeding. Now you can do that, but people, including me, will say कि बेचा इतने लोग भूखे हैं, तो क्या 5 करोड़ रुपए हफ्ते का लगाएंगे कुत्तों को खिलाने में? So, और फिर दवाइयाँ, etc. And the most important thing, बेटा, is that if we pick up 3 lakh dogs, मान लो, in their place will immediately come 3 lakh more. Because they'll come from Faridabad and Ghaziabad and the villages. Because all beings, you, me, ants, cats, we gravitate towards food. And Delhi, there's a lot of food. So this exercise cannot be done in this way. The answer to it is to what we had discussed last Friday and finalized with the government and the MCD, which is you make really good ABC centers, dog sterilization. Up till now, for 20 years, nobody has paid any attention to the ABC centers. So chalte aa rahe hain. If we can make top-class ABC centers like Lucknow has done, Lucknow has 1 ABC center.
See the judgment that Supreme Court has recently filed. It is illogical, impractical, illegal and completely inhumane. It is illegal because since 2001, animal birth control rules have been the law of the land. The government has been given their instructions, and for 24 years is a very long time. For 24 years, Delhi government could have been doing the sterilization program properly and could have sterilized majority of the dogs in Delhi, and right now there would hardly be any dogs in the streets of Delhi. There are numerous other places that have done amazing work with sterilization. Lucknow, Dehradun are great examples of that, where 70% is a huge percentage of dogs have been sterilized, and now the results are visible there. The dog population has gone down dramatically, and dog bite cases from there have also reduced. At the same time, the government is unable to conduct sterilization programs. And how can we expect that same government to house these dogs properly and safely and in a humane manner? There are 10 lakh dogs in Delhi, according to...
All right, shifting our focus to breaking news that's coming in. This is in regard with the Tamil Nadu elections. TVK chief and actor turned politician Vijay Talapathy is all set for his second public general meeting in Madurai on 21st of August. But the big news point here is that the TVK chief has made it clear that TVK will go solo as far as the Tamil Nadu elections are concerned. That's the big confirmation that TVK chief Vijay Thalapathy has made. Actor Vijay has confirmed that there will be no alliance with the BJP for the upcoming Tamil Nadu elections. The Tamila Veteri Kazaham has decided to contest the elections independently. Now Vijay has also criticized the BJP, accusing them of attempting to sow seeds of poison in Tamil Nadu. He's also condemned the central government's handling of farmer issues and the archaeological dig findings. The TVK, remember, is set to begin a statewide tour, and this is just months before the Tamil Nadu elections. Tamil Nadu is going to elections in the year 2026. This development, remember, marks a significant shift in Tamil Nadu's political landscape. Sharda, my colleague, is joining me live on the broadcast on that. Sharda, TVK making it clear that it will go with no alliance. It will go solo. However, keeping in mind the political landscape of Tamil Nadu, do you think that he will need alliances if he has to go forward and to make inroads in the state of Tamil Nadu?
Well, if you take the case of Tamil Nadu, you know that for the past 50 years, it's just the DMK and the AIADMK that has been taking on the power alternatively. And it is very rarely that we can see a new party coming into power immediately after they come into the political arena. We know it's just been 2 years since Vijay's Tamaraga Vetri Karagam has been come into place, and the party recently celebrated the second anniversary, and now the second annual public general meeting will be conducted in Madurai. And with this, Vijay has made it clear that he will not be going into alliance. Though multiple times Vijay has said that he will not be in alliance with the AIADMK or the BJP or the DMK for that matter. He is yet to say whether there be other parties that he would take into consideration. So the TVK constantly keeps telling that Vijay would be the chief ministerial candidate. So there are multiple other political particles, the regional parties that might go hand in hand with him, saying that he might be the chief ministerial candidate. For example, we can take the late actor Vijay Kant's party DMDK, which is yet to make a final decision on their alliance. So there is a possibility where Vijay might be the chief minister candidate and take other regional parties under the TVK reign. However, what we have to keep thinking about is the history, or whether if the DMK and the ADMK has the power low down, giving it space for a new party to come into power. If so, 2026 would be a historic win for the state of Tamil Nadu if that happens.
Right, Shada, one more question. All right, we are shifting our focus to some breaking news that's coming in. This is from Sambhal, where I believe there is bulldozer action that is taking place in Sambhal over an illegal structure that was conducted in...
Sting होगी या जो भी मेरे लिए भी मैं सीओ चंदोशी के पद पे ही हूँ, उसी पद पे कार्य कर रहा हूँ. आगे जो भी भूमिका मिलेगी उसी अनुसार काम करेंगे.
सर, संभल में हिंसा हुई थी, उसमें भी काफ़ी दंगाई और उत्पात मचाया था. आपने बहुत डट के सामना किया था और चैलेंजिंग पे था काफ़ी ज़्यादा.
हाँ, वो था, पर वो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर मेंटेन करने के लिए जो संभल प्रशासन ने या जो किया, जो शासन के निर्देश हैं कि भाई लॉ एंड ऑर्डर हमें मेंटेन रहना चाहिए, तो उसी तरह से सख्ताई से उसका पालन किया गया.
अनुज जी, शुरुआत आपने की थी पहलवानी से. दिल्ली के आप छत्रसा स्टेडियम में जो थे, आप कुश्ती लड़ते थे, पहलवानी करते थे. किस तरीके से करियर रहा वहाँ से यहाँ पुलिस तक आने का?
मैं 8 साल की उम्र से कुश्ती लड़ने लगा था, और मेरा जो पहले मैं यूपी के जो गोरखपुर.
All right, this was a live updates from Sambhal that we are getting, where there has been a row over illegal structures. To be specific, a graveyard here that was built on a government land in Sambhal in Uttar Pradesh. This graveyard, we learn, was built on about 3¼ bigha land. The Tehsil administration ran the bulldozer on the illegal encroachment. This was done on a government land. The illegal encroachment has been demolished with the bulldozer. The action was taken under the leadership of the city magistrate and ASP Alok Kumar Bhati and the Tehsildar of that area. The surveillance is being maintained with drone cameras, keeping in mind the sensitivity of the situation. And we also learned that there has been heavy police presence. There have been RPF personnel as well, apart from police force. And this case is from Sambhal in Uttar Pradesh. We are tracking that live updates for you from the city of Uttar Pradesh. But for now, it's time for us to slip into a short break.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा,
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रूंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रूंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
MDH की देगी मिर्च, देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का। MDH की देगी मिर्च।
India has successfully completed trials of its indigenously developed Zorawar light tank, a platform purpose-built for high-altitude warfare where traditional heavy armor struggles. Developed jointly by DRDO and Larsen & Toubro, the 25-ton tank is powered by a high-output Cummins diesel engine, delivering close to 40 horsepower per ton, critical for operating in oxygen-thin mountain air. Its primary armament is a 105mm Cockerel rifled gun integrated into a modern turret, capable of firing both kinetic rounds and anti-tank guided missiles. Supporting this is a remote-controlled 7.62mm machine gun, twin 80GM launcher, advanced thermal sights, active protection systems, and modular composite armor. Amphibious capability and AI-driven situational awareness further enhance its versatility. The tank has already passed live fire and mobility trials in desert conditions, followed by high-altitude trials at over 4,200 meters in Ladakh, where it demonstrated accurate firing, stable mobility, and reliability under extreme environmental stress. The first phase of testing confirmed its ability to maneuver on narrow mountain tracks, climb steep gradients, and maintain effective combat performance in cold, low oxygen.
Thank you for staying with Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, KAIT University students achieved a historic feat at the World University Games in Germany, securing a total of 6 medals, 3 silver and 3 bronze. Here's a report on that.
Students honoring their champions on campus as the KIT University scripts history at the World University Games in Germany. Known as the Olympics for university athletes aged 17 to 25, which saw participation from over 300 Indian student athletes selected through trials that drew entries from more than 400 universities nationwide. Not only did KIT contribute significantly to India's record-breaking medal tally, but it also set a new benchmark for university sports in the country. With 6 medals, 3 silver and 3 bronze, KIT emerged as the highest medaling university from India, accounting for half of the nation's total of 12 medals.
KIT University Bhubaneswar 40 बच्चे पार्टिसिपेट किए थे, जो कि ओनली यूनिवर्सिटी विद हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ पार्टिसिपेशन इन वर्ल्ड यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स। उससे ज़्यादा खुशी का बात है, इंडिया को जो 12 मेडल मिला है वर्ल्ड यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स में, उसमें से 50% मेडल 6 मेडल KIT यूनिवर्सिटी का छात्र छात्री को मिला है, 6 मेडल मिला है।
40 out of 42 athletes from Odisha in the Indian contingent were from KIT, highlighting the institution's role as a national sports powerhouse. KIT also had the highest representation by a single Indian university in any edition of the Games, held from July 16th to 27th across different cities of Germany. KIT has now become the first Indian university in 65 years to win the highest number of medals in a single edition of the World University Games. No small feat for an institution that has quietly built its sporting infrastructure over the years.
As Trump threatens India, the nationalist collective looks for ways in which Bharat should respond. How Bharat can bring a new balance in the world order. This week on the Nationalist Collective, time for a new balance globally. An unmissable edition of the Nationalist Collective. This week on the Republic Media Network.
Pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
What makes you a legend? Maybe that you're followed by everyone. Maybe that you follow no one. Maybe both. 10 years of Creta, legend forever.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ 8 मिनट में तैयार। क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
और अगर हमारा एक्सपोर्ट बढ़ेगा, इकोनॉमी और ग्रोथ रेट बढ़ेगा, तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि हमें किसी के पास जाना पड़ेगा। आज जो दादा
Har Ghar Tiranga rally was flagged off from Delhi's Bharat Mandapam today, aiming to encourage citizens to celebrate India's Independence Day to bring the tricolour home. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju, Union Cultural Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta and several members of the Parliament jointly inaugurated the event. Here's a report on that.
The Har Ghar Tiranga campaign has kicked off once again ahead of the Independence Day celebrations. The Tiranga bike rally was flagged off today from Delhi's Bharat Mandapam, aiming to encourage citizens to celebrate India's Independence Day by bringing the tricolour home. Union ministers and the Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta flagged off the rally, which saw thousands of bikes carrying the tricolour and participating, chanting Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
मैं बहुत धन्यवाद करती हूँ आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का, जिन्होंने इस राष्ट्रीय उत्सव को हर घर का उत्सव बना दिया और जिस तरीके से हजारों कार्यक्रम एक एक शहर में हो रहे हैं। जनता तिरंगा यात्रा निकाल रही है, अपनी देशभक्ति को प्रकट करने का एक माध्यम इन तिरंगा यात्राओं को बना रहा है।
Earlier, Chief Minister Rekha Gupta also flagged off the Tiranga Cyclothon for girls, promoting women's empowerment and patriotism. The Har Ghar Tiranga initiative has become a people's movement with citizens from all walks of life participating in the celebrations.
इस बार की तिरंगा यात्रा में जोश दुगना है, क्योंकि आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के कुशल नेतृत्व में ऑपरेशन सिंदूर और ऑपरेशन महादेव के जरिए जो हमारी आर्म्ड फोर्सेस ने आतंकवाद को, पाकिस्तान को और दुश्मन को जो मुंहतोड़ जवाब दिया है, उसके कारण मां भारती के युवा में जोश डबल है।
हर घर तिरंगा अभियान जो चल रहा है, आज दिल्ली में हजारों मोटरसाइकिलें आपने देखी, लोग अपने हाथों में तिरंगा लेके घूम रहे हैं। तिरंगा हमारी आन बान और शान है, हमारी देश की अखंडता और एकता का प्रतीक है, और ये एक तिरंगा ऐसा है जो पूरे देश को एक सूत्र में बांधता है।
And it's time for us to now slip into a short break. After the break, we'll get to the inside details of why and who sacked K.N. Rajanna. Also coming up after the break are the details on Sarla Bhatt's case being reopened and unavoidable evidence of Pakistan hand behind it.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा सबका राजा आर मसाला केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Hi guys, just wanted to tell you that Republic Media Sports, our 4 sports, is not just about sport. It's about heart, discipline and untold dreams. Stories that need national stage. And I fully support this initiative and invite you all to be a part of this. So stay tuned for our 4 sports and let's cheer together.
सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
India has successfully completed trials of its indigenously developed Zorawar light tank, a platform purpose-built for high-altitude warfare where traditional heavy armor struggles. Developed jointly by DRDO and Larsen & Toubro, the 25-ton tank is powered by a high-output Cummins diesel engine, delivering close to 40 horsepower per ton, critical for operating in oxygen-thin mountain air. Its primary armament is a 105mm Cockerel rifled gun integrated into a modern turret, capable of firing both kinetic rounds and anti-tank guided missiles. Supporting this is a remote-controlled 7.62mm machine gun, twin 80GM launcher, advanced thermal sights, active protection systems, and modular composite armor. Amphibious capability and AI-driven situational awareness further enhance its versatility. The tank has already passed live fire and mobility trials in desert conditions, followed by high-altitude trials at over 4,200 meters in Ladakh, where it demonstrated accurate firing, stable mobility, and reliability under extreme environmental stress. The first phase of testing confirmed its ability to maneuver on narrow mountain tracks, climb steep gradients, and maintain effective combat performance in cold, low-oxygen conditions. A second prototype with upgrades is expected to roll out in late 2025 for user trials. Strategically, Zorawar is designed to address a gap exposed during the 2020 standoff with China, when the Indian Army had to deploy T-72 and T-90 main battle tanks, over 45 tons each, into the high Himalayas. These heavier tanks struggled with mobility and sustainment, while the PLA's lighter Type 15 tanks exploited the terrain advantage.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
A very good afternoon, viewers. It's 2 p.m. and you're watching Republic TV. I'm Deepak Suresh Kumar. It's Congress versus Congress in Karnataka, and Rajanna has been sacked as the Karnataka cabinet minister. And in the aftermath, there have been protests that have been reported across the state as well as Bengaluru, with Rajanna's supporters hitting the streets demanding justice. We'll get you all that and much more after a quick check on the headlines. Rajanna supporters take to the streets in Madhugiri and Tumakuru. Protesters block roads. One of them attempted self-immolation.
खाने के लिए तैयार नहीं, चलिए कोई बात नहीं, आपका मन नहीं है तो मुझे कोई बात नहीं, मत संकल्प दो, पहले पुलिस के कावल की दवा खाए।
Ruckus in Uttar Pradesh Assembly over Fatehpur tomb dispute. SP demands action. Yogi government says law and
law will take its own course. Lok Sabha Speaker announces 3-member committee to probe into allegations against Justice Yashwant Verma. BJP raises issue of Dharmasthala mass burial case in Karnataka Assembly as SIT heads to spot 13 for GPR survey. Day after Supreme Court order on stray dog menace, Rahul Gandhi questions SC order, calls blanket removal as a cruel decision. Israeli envoy takes on Priyanka Gandhi over genocide claim, asks her not to buy Hamas members. Viewers, we have some big breaking news coming in. More controversy over Rahul Gandhi's claims. Actor KK Menon has denied his involvement in Congress's latest vote Chori campaign. He claims that the political party used his clip without his permission. Congress allegedly shared a clip that appeared to show the actor endorsing their campaign against alleged electoral fraud. The actor clarified that he has not acted in the ads, and his video, his face was used without his permission. This is a controversy over Rahul Gandhi's vote Chori campaign against the Election Commission of India, and KK Menon, an actor whose face is being used in Congress's campaigns, has reacted, has responded, and has also cleared the air, saying that he did not give his permission to use his face to be part of the campaign that Rahul Gandhi has rolled out against the ECI. This is a big setback for Rahul Gandhi and the Congress's vote Chori campaign against the Election Commission of India, because the actor has clarified that he has not been consulted and he has not acted in the ads that have been portrayed by the Congress party. Controversy continues to shroud Rahul Gandhi's claims. Back-to-back controversies. Now an actor, KK Menon, levels allegations against Congress, saying that they used his face without his permission, and he has also clarified that he has not acted in any of the Congress party's ads and that he will take action against Rahul Gandhi and his party for using his face without permission. It's a breach of privacy by the Congress party, using the actor's face as the face of their campaign against the ECI, and the actor has now come out and clarified, stating that he has not acted in any of the Congress ad campaigns and that his face was used without his permission. So this is a big controversy surrounding Rahul Gandhi's vote Chori movement against the Election Commission of India. No substantial claims, no substantial proof, but Rahul Gandhi and his opposition members continue to disrupt Parliament proceedings. They also protested today as well outside the Parliament. And what we understand is that Rahul Gandhi and his party have landed in more trouble because KK Menon, a very, very prominent actor, has leveled serious allegations against the Congress party, saying that he never took part in any of these advertisements of the Congress party and that he has not acted in them as well. And his face is being wrongfully used by the Congress party. That's the big claim, that's the big allegation coming in from KK Menon. We have Priyanka joining us live from the newsroom. Priyanka, tell us more about this controversy. Actor KK Menon has leveled some serious allegations against the Congress of using his face without consulting him.
Oh, well, absolutely. There's a clarification coming in from actor KK Menon, and he has gone ahead and hit out at Congress party, saying that the Congress party used his face, or rather used that particular video of him without his consent, and he has said that he has not gone ahead and endorsed in any such political advertisement. He has also said at this point in time that the campaign video was taken from special ops without his consent, and he has denied any involvement of his in the vote Chori campaign, which Congress party and especially especially Rahul Gandhi, is leading at this point in time. What we also understand here, in the clip which was posted by his official Instagram page, the video showed Menon's character, Himmat Singh, an intelligence officer from the web series Special Ops, urging viewers to join the campaign. So he has made a clarification on the same, that this has been wrongfully used by the Congress party without his consent, and there he has gone ahead and hit out at Rahul Gandhi for doing so.
That's right, Priyanka, essentially distancing himself from the campaign of the Congress party. And also help us understand what exactly is KK Menon's statement, Priyanka.
Well, as I rightly mentioned here, that KK Menon has gone ahead and denied his involvement in the vote Chori campaign, that he's clarified the video that is featuring him was rather used without his consent. And this particular controversy arose after, the Congress party had gone ahead and shared the clip that appeared to show the actor endorsing their drive of vote Chori, and which rather alleged electoral fraud, something that the Congress party has been doing for quite some time now, and they're also facing a flack regarding the same from the Election Commission. But here, it is very surprising how KK Menon's face, or rather his video from the movie Operation Special Ops, was included here without his consent. In the response to the video, the actor had gone ahead and clarified. He's said these actual words: "Please let it be noted that I have not acted in this advertisement. A clip from my Special Ops promotions has been edited and used without permission." So these are the words clearly coming in from the side of KK Menon.
That's right, Priyanka, and Rahul Gandhi and his party will be staring at some serious trouble, because this is copyright infringement, also breach of privacy without even consulting the actor. How can you use that person's video and that person's face and identity to be part of your campaign? The actor has clearly come out and clarified, stating that he is not part of any advertisement that the Congress has been posting on its social media campaign. And also, KK Menon essentially distancing himself from the vote Chori campaign that Rahul Gandhi has been leading against the Election Commission of India. In fact, this is trouble mounting for Rahul Gandhi. Viewers in Karnataka, we have K.N. Rajana, who spoke out about Congress's own lapses as far as electoral list revision is concerned. And meanwhile, now another day, another controversy has hit Rahul Gandhi's campaign. And this time, the actor has come out and he has clearly mentioned that he is not part of the ad. In fact, we have BJP's R.P. Singh also joining us on the phone line. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. R.P. Singh. KK Menon, a very prominent actor, has come out and cleared the air, saying that he is not part of any ad campaign, and Rahul Gandhi's party has used his video wrongfully. So what kind of trouble is the Congress party staring at? Mr. R.P. Singh.
Well, Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party is trying to build up a narrative where there is none. Even the Election Commission on their Twitter handle has categorically stated that Rahul Gandhi is misleading on the Election Commission. And now it's up to Rahul Gandhi, because he's exposed well by various channels also. And also now KK Menon has also on record said that it was not his intent to do anything of this sort, and this video was not to be shared. So they need to answer. Rahul Gandhi need to answer. Their ministers are raising questions. Their state minister, Mr. Rajanna, has already raised question on the subject now.
That's right, Mr. R.P. Singh. And this also clearly goes on to show the desperation of Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party. Day after day, there are more and more obstacles, more and more controversies surrounding his campaign against the ECI without any substantial proof.
Well, the reason, as I told you, they have lost narrative on ground. In Bihar, there's a video which is viral on the social media where he's asking women, how's the education? The woman is saying it's very good. Is there a computer in their school? Yes, the computers are there in the school. Are they being taught English? He said not only English, they get bicycle also, and education system has improved. So he can feel the pulse on the ground, and that's why to build up a new narrative he's doing so. And other thing is, earlier they were accusing us that we have been tampering with EVMs, and EVMs have been tampered. And now they are saying that the voter list has been tampered, or voter list has been used for our victory. So if that is the case, then what is right. I mean, if we can tamper the event, then why should we tamper with the voter list? Because it's all false, fabricated fakery he's doing.
That's right, Mr. R.P. Singh, and the constituencies that he has won, he has nothing to say about them. There is no vote chori. But many thanks, Mr. R.P. Singh, for joining us on this broadcast. From Karnataka to the national capital, Rahul Gandhi's campaign is facing controversy after controversy. House number 35 that he claimed had 80 people in them clearly exposed the lies that Rahul Gandhi was peddling. The documents that he had was fabricated according to the BJP. So we'll have to wait and watch how this campaign pans out. But let's move on, viewers, because we have more breaking news coming in. Outrage erupts in Madhugiri over K.N. Rajana's dismissal, because K.N. Rajana's supporters have taken to the streets in protest against the High Command's decision to sack him from the Karnataka cabinet. Supporters have blocked buses to stage demonstrations. Protest march has been held across the state with Rajana's portraits. Protests were also witnessed in Tumakuru, where they blocked the roads, forcibly shut down shops. One of the protesters even tried to set himself ablaze. This is Congress versus Congress. Even the workers are unhappy with the decision that the High Command has taken, that is to sack K.N. Rajana, a close aide of Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, from the cabinet. And Abhishek is joining us live from Vidhanasauda in Bengaluru. That's where the Karnataka Assembly is. Abhishek, on ground, the situation remains quite grim because K.N. Rajana's supporters have hit the streets. One of them even attempted to self-immolate. Tell us what's happening, Abhishek, in Karnataka and Bengaluru.
Deepak, with respect to the decision taken by the AICC with respect to K.N. Rajana's dismissal or sacking of him from the cabinet has obviously given a chance for his followers to show their love towards their leader. This is in Madhugiri in Tumkur, where the followers of K.N. Rajana have stopped the highway, have put themselves below the buses, have stopped the movement of buses, and also they have made sure that the shops will be closed in the entire Madhugiri. On the other hand, they've also thrown some of the crackers within a shop which contains clothes. On the other hand, we've also seen a person who's poured kerosene on him to show the love towards K.N. Rajana, and also by setting him ablaze. At this point of time, this is to be noted that supporters of K.N. Rajana, who very much belong to the Congress party, are against the decision of AICC where K.N. Rajana was sacked from the government without any reason. The entire BJP, the JDS and the followers of K.N. Rajana, along with various other MLAs of the Congress party, are demanding an answer from the government of Karnataka. At this point of time, CM Siddaramaiah hasn't reacted on the decision why K.N. Rajana was sacked all of a sudden. On the other hand, we have also seen BJP and JDS MLAs questioning the government to answer their point of view as to why K.N. Rajana was sacked in the cabinet without any notice. At this point of time, Madhugiri people are seeing an outrage. The people of Madhugiri are upset. The followers of K.N. Rajana are upset against the decision of the AICC as of now, and they are also demanding that K.N. Rajana be reinstated to the cabinet immediately, or probably face the backlash of the followers of K.N. Rajana at this hour. Deepak.
That's right, Abhishek. K.N. Rajana has been ousted. There's outrage on the ground, and K.N. Rajana, special focus must be on him because he said that this is part of a larger conspiracy, Abhishek. And what he also mentioned is at the right time, he will make those revelations.
Deepak, we shouldn't forget that K.N. Rajana, while the last assembly was happening, he had mentioned that one of the own cabinet ministers, indirectly pointing at DCM DK Shivkumar, he was actually trying to honey trap K.N. Rajana and various other MLAs from various other ministers who belong to the Tumkuru region. On the other hand, he had also mentioned there will be major changes in the cabinet in the month of October or September. On the other hand, he had also mentioned that DCM DK Shivkumar must be removed from the position of Karnataka Pradesh Congress Committee because he already holds the position of the Deputy Chief Minister. In fact, he also mentioned that DCM DK Shivkumar is expecting to be the Chief Minister of Karnataka soon, and he will make sure whatever hurdles Shivkumar has to face, he will face them. He will make sure none of the opponents in the race will be in the race at any point of time. This point, when Rajana was talking to the media yesterday, he mentioned there was a larger conspiracy behind the AICC sacking him from the Karnataka state cabinet, indirectly again mentioning that this is whole and sole responsibility of DCM DK Shivkumar. He also indirectly mentioned that since he was the closest aide of Siddaramaiah, DCM DK Shivkumar planned it in such a way that all the people who belong to the personal circle of Siddaramaiah will be deported from their places or will be sacked from their places, and also weak the chair of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah so that it will be beneficial to DCM DK Shivkumar so that he can get elevated to the post of Chief Minister, is what K.N. Rajana told the media. And also he mentioned he will, with proof and data, reveal the places where these people met, how they plan to make sure that the AICC believes their version. And also a fake video has been provided to the High Command of Congress, and that has been considered by the AICC even without consulting K.N. Rajana, and he will at certain point of time make sure that the names of the people who are behind the conspiracy will be revealed in the next couple of days. Deepak.
That's right, Abhishek. And like you mentioned, K.N. Rajana had clearly stated that DK Shivkumar will get rid of all the obstacles. And K.N. Rajana, being a very, very close aide of Siddaramaiah, was a major obstacle in DK Shivkumar's run at the top post. In fact, in view of this, Pralhad Joshi has also questioned the sacking of Karnataka Minister K.N. Rajana and has sought answers from Rahul Gandhi and DK Shivkumar over the conspiracy charge by K.N. Rajana. Listen in.
डीएम ही पूरा इलेक्शन का कमीशन का काम देखते हैं, और जब तक कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट लागू नहीं होता है, डीसी वर्क्स अंडर द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. उनका पोस्टिंग भी मुख्यमंत्री ही करते हैं. तो इसीलिए उन्होंने कहा अगर गलती हुआ है तो हमारा कालखंड में आया, तो ये गलती हमको स्वीकार करना है. दिस इज व्हाट एग्जैक्टली ही सेड. ही नीदर ही हैज सेड, उन्होंने ये भी नहीं कहा कि राहुल गांधी ने जो बोला है झूठ बोला है, वो भी उन्होंने नहीं कहा है. आई एम कोटिंग ओनली हिज स्टेटमेंट. राहुल गांधी ने झूठ बोला है ये तो पूरा आ गया है बाद में, लेकिन राजन्ना का स्टेटमेंट लिमिटेड था. बट समझाने के लिए उन्होंने जो कहा, हमको भी आत्मविमर्शा करना है, ये बोलने से ये सिद्धरामैया का बहुत करीबी माना जाता है. तो सिद्धरामैया ने उनको बताया कि आपको रेसिग्नेशन देना पड़ेगा, ऐसे हाईकमांड से सूचना आया है, ऐसे उन्होंने इंडिकेट किया था जहां तक मुझे इन्फॉर्मेशन है. लेकिन तुरंत राहुल गांधी से मैसेज आया कि उनको सैक करना है, नॉट टू एक्सेप्ट, नॉट टू रिसीव हिज रेसिग्नेशन एंड नॉट टू एक्सेप्ट हिज रेसिग्नेशन.
Meanwhile, the man at the center of Rajana's crosshairs, Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivkumar, has said that sacking Rajana was the party's decision. Listen in.
Don't know about it. My party will be looking at everything. My party will be looking at it. On what contest decision has been taken, you all know about it. I don't want to comment on that. We all have to bow to the decision of the party high command. Don't know about it. My party will be looking at everything. My party will be looking at it. On what contest decision has been taken, you all know about it. I don't want to comment on that. We all have to bow to the decision of the party high command. Don't know about it. My party will be looking at everything. My party will be looking at it. On what contest decision has been taken, you all know about it. I don't want to comment on that. We all have to bow to the decision of the party high command. Don't know about it. My party will be looking at everything. My party will be looking at it. On what contest decision has been taken, you all know about it. I don't want to comment on that. We all have to bow to the decision of the party high command.
Well, moving on, viewers, Har Ghar Tiranga rally was flagged off from Delhi's Bharat Mandapam today, aiming to encourage citizens to celebrate India's Independence Day by bringing the tricolour home. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju, Union Culture Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta and several members of Parliament jointly inaugurated the event. Here's a report, but before that, let me tell you, this is a movement that has been launched by the central government to encourage people to set up national flags atop their houses in celebration of the Independence Day on August 15th. Here's a report.
The Har Ghar Tiranga campaign has kicked off once again ahead of the Independence Day celebrations. The Tiranga bike rally was flagged off today from Delhi's Bharat Mandapam, aiming to encourage citizens to celebrate India's Independence Day by bringing the tricolour home. Union ministers and the Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta flagged off the rally, which saw thousands of bikes carrying the tricolour and participating, chanting Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
मैं बहुत धन्यवाद करती हूँ आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का, जिन्होंने इस राष्ट्रीय उत्सव को हर घर का उत्सव बना दिया और जिस तरीके से हजारों कार्यक्रम एक एक शहर में हो रहे हैं। जनता तिरंगा यात्रा निकाल रही है, अपनी देशभक्ति को प्रकट करने का एक माध्यम इन तिरंगा यात्राओं को बना रहा है।
Earlier, Chief Minister Rekha Gupta also flagged off the Tiranga Cyclothon for girls, promoting women's empowerment and patriotism. The Har Ghar Tiranga initiative has become a people's movement with citizens from all walks of life participating in the celebrations.
इस बार की तिरंगा यात्रा में जोश दुगना है, क्योंकि आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के कुशल नेतृत्व में ऑपरेशन सिंदूर और ऑपरेशन महादेव के जरिए जो हमारी आर्म्ड फोर्सेस ने आतंकवाद को, पाकिस्तान को और दुश्मन को जो मुंहतोड़ जवाब दिया है, उसके कारण मां भारती के युवा में जोश डबल है।
हर घर तिरंगा अभियान जो चल रहा है, आज दिल्ली में हजारों मोटरसाइकिलें आपने देखी, लोग अपने हाथों में तिरंगा लेके घूम रहे हैं। तिरंगा हमारी आन बान और शान है, हमारी देश की अखंडता और एकता का प्रतीक है, और ये एक तिरंगा ऐसा है जो पूरे देश को एक सूत्र में बांधता है।
To Dharmasthala, SIT Chief Arnab Mohanty and his team have headed towards spot number 13. The SIT is carrying out a drone-mounted GPR survey, and this is being done at spot number 13. The questions are being raised whether more skeletons will tumble out from spot number 13, boosting the masked man's claims that he buried many individuals across this holy site. And this matter has also been mentioned by the BJP in the Karnataka Assembly. A ruckus was also witnessed earlier in the day. Just a few minutes back, this issue was also raised in the Karnataka Assembly by the BJP. They demanded a discussion. And Abhishek is also joining us. Abhishek, GPR survey in Dharmasthala, showdown in Karnataka Assembly. Help us understand if the SIT is expecting that more skeletons will tumble out in this case.
Deepak, with respect to the issue that is happening in Dharmasthala, it is believed that SIT Chief Arnab Mohanty to be heading towards spot number 13, which had been identified by the whistleblower in the last couple of weeks. It is also
It is also clear that there were no skeletal remains found in various other places other than point number 6 and point number 11A. It is also after the demand from various other communities and the people of various other sectors that the ground penetrating radar has been used at point number 13 as of now. And also we've been informed that a drone based GPR has been used as of now. On the other hand, we've also witnessed the people from BJP and Congress having a discussion in the floor of Assembly with respect to the Dharmasthala issue. We've seen the leaders of BJP, Suresh Kumar, and various other leaders, Sunil Kumar, for example, who demanded the government to give a status report of the incident that happened or the investigation that is happening in Dharmasthala. On the other hand, G. Parmeshwara, who's the Home Minister of Karnataka, mentioned on the floor stating that since the matter is being investigated as of now, there will be no interim report given at this point of time. And also he mentioned that the detailed report will be kept in the floor of Assembly after the investigation has been completed. On the other hand, the BJP also alleged that Dinesh Gundara, who's the sitting minister of the cabinet, mentioned a special investigation team had been formed based on the urgency or the demands from the left wings. And at this point of time, Dinesh Gundara mentioned that the SIT has been formed because the truth has to come out and there is no left or right pressure, is what he Gandhi stated at this point of time, the Speaker intervened and mentioned that the special time will be given tomorrow so that the issue of Dharmasthala can be discussed on the floor in detail. On the other hand, this is the third week that the Dharmasthala people are witnessing with the whistleblower. The first 5 days, the whistleblower had taken the special investigation team officers to point number 1 to 11. But on the last day, when point number 11 was to be excavated, he made sure that he took them to another place where he claimed he had buried another body, where some of the remains of the skeletons were found.
That's right, Abhishek.
And after which the ground-penetrating radar demand was back on the...
That's right. The demand was made, and the GPR system has now been brought into spot number 13. It's a drone-mounted GPR system. But thank you, Abhishek, for joining me with those details. With that, it's time for a quick break. Viewers, on the other side, we'll tell you about the panel that has been formed to impeach Justice Yashwant Verma. Along with that, we'll also tell you about the Israeli ambassador taking on Priyanka Gandhi Vadra over her genocide claim, asks her not to back Hamas. Stay tuned.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
The tweet that I put out last evening, actually, was something that has been gaining a lot of responses from people, and a lot of people are trying to understand what is the point I'm making. So let me be brutally honest. The deep state, which involves the CIA, involves companies with economic interest, and certainly involves Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, are working under one primary objective. And that objective is that Modi must go.
Good afternoon, viewers. You're watching live breaking. I'm Rakshita Mishra with you. Let's get started with the headlines. Rajanna supporters take to streets in Madhugiri and Tumkur. Protesters block the roads. One of them tries to self-immolate.
आप जनता की समस्याएं उठाने के लिए तैयार नहीं, चलिए कोई बात नहीं, आपका मन नहीं है तो मुझे कोई बात नहीं, मत संकट दो, पहले पुलिस के पावर की धारा 5 की धारा 3
Ruckus in Uttar Pradesh Assembly over Fatehpur tomb dispute. SP demands action. Yogi government says law will take its own course. Lok Sabha Speaker announces 3-member committee to probe into allegations against Justice Verma. BJP raises issue of Dharmasthala in Karnataka Assembly as SIT heads to spot 13 for GPR survey. Day after Supreme Court order on stray dogs, Rahul Gandhi questions Supreme Court order, calls blanket removal cruel. Israeli envoy takes on Priyanka Gandhi Vadra over her genocide claim, asks her not to buy Hamas numbers. Viewers, we start with one of the stories that we are tracking for you today. This is about the investigation agency. The state investigation agency is conducting raids across 8 locations in Srinagar, and this is in connection with the killing of Kashmiri Pandit Sarla Bhatt, Kashmiri Pandit nurse, her killing. And the raids are being conducted in at least 8 locations in Srinagar, and this is a case that dates back to 1990. Sarla, who had defied the terrorist diktats to quit her job and leave the valley, was abducted and shot by JKLF terrorists. Fresh evidence has now been recovered, bringing investigators closer to identifying and prosecuting killers. Yasin Malik's house searched by SIA in connection with brutal 1990 Sarla Bhatt murder. All right, we have a Kashmiri Pandit activist, Sushil. We have Sushil Pandit with us, joining us. Sushil, Mr. Pandit, thank you so much for joining us on Republic TV. And this is a case that, dates back to more than 30 years. And while it is very much questionable that all this while, why was the investigation not conducted? But today we do see that raids have been conducted, at least in 8 locations. Even Yasin Malik's house is being searched today after more than 30 years. How do you see this?
Well, I have mixed feelings. 36 years too late. And this is not just about Sarla Bhatt. Girija Tikku, Prana Ganju, Lassa Kaul, Premnath Bhatt, Neelkant Ganju, Tikalal Taplu. I mean, the list is endless. There are thousands of heinous crimes committed which forced an entire community to leave their home, their lands, and move out. There was a genocide unleashed. And not one case, not one murder, not one rape, not even one abduction was ever investigated, prosecuted, convicted, punished. Nothing happened. Criminal justice systems simply collapsed and refused to act. We moved 3 petitions in Supreme Court. All the 3 were rejected at the admission stage itself by none other than the then Chief Justices. Chief Justices J.S. Kehar, Deepak Mishra, and Dhananjay Chandrachud, all of them. This is a saga of letting down an entire community, an entire people, and turning them into refugees in their own country. Denial of justice, blatant denial of justice. And opening one case, one solitary case after 36 years, by getting through the motions of investigation and raids. I don't know what they will achieve 36 years after by raiding a few locations and homes. I don't know. I don't have the details. But there is one thing that I would like you to know, and through you, your viewers to know. None of these crimes were solitary standalone crimes. These were not crimes against these individuals per se. These were connected crimes, and they were crimes against an entire community, an entire identity in Kashmir. There was no personal animus against Sarla Bhatt or Girija Tikku. They were targeting us, the Kashmiri Pandits, the Kashmiri Hindus. Therefore, this qualifies to be a crime of genocide. It was unleashed collectively against an entire community. India, our governments, 13 central governments, 9 prime ministers have refused to acknowledge a genocide in Kashmir. And unless you acknowledge this to be a genocide, you will not prosecute it against as a genocidal crime. You will keep treating them as standalone murders, as if this happened like all murders happen anywhere in the world, in the country, like day-to-day murders, like a case of individual animus or greed or hate against another person. That's it. It is not the case. It is actually diluting, you're watering down the entire case.
Sir, after
So
35
I
years...
believe,
Right, sir. So
sorry?
after 35 years, the question also arises: how many evidence will still be valid? How many evidences will still be even, available? That is also a big question.
You see, that's what. When you treat a case to be case of a genocide, the standards of evidence change. We know United Nations has mandated secondary evidences, testimonies, circumstantial evidences. They become important. I will tell you the circumstances of Sarla Bhatt's case. She was a staff nurse at Sher-e-Kashmir Institute. That institute was run as a snake pit of jihadis at that time. The kingpin was a doctor called Dr. Guru. He suspected her to have overheard their conversations. They used to treat these militants and jihadis injured in encounters surreptitiously. And he thought that she has overheard, she might turn out to be a police informer. He alerted JKLF hoodlums. They came, abducted her, raped her, gang raped her, tortured her, and threw her naked body on a thoroughfare. That is what happened.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Mr. Sushil Pandey, thank you so much for joining us.
This is what happened to Girija Tikku. This is what happened to most of us in Kashmir.
Yes. Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. And of course, justice should not be delayed in this case anymore. And of course, as you said, it's a genocide. It's not about one case. Unfortunately, it took more than 3 decades for this to come to light. But thank God we are debating and talking about it. And the country is going to know about it. And they should know about it, no matter how many people stop, from films being released or, such news coming up. Thank you so much, Mr. Sushil Pandey, as always, for joining us on Republic TV, sir. All right, we have more reactions also coming in, viewers, on this story that we're closely tracking. Take a listen in.
The brave daughter of Kashmir, Sarla Bhatt, who defies the threats of Pakistani terrorists in 1990. On 19th of April 1990, she was abducted, and later on, she was murdered by the Pakistani terrorists. The JKLF terror outfit then claimed the death of Sarla Bhatt. Her body was found with multiple bullet injuries. Whole Jammu and Kashmir, whole India was demanding justice with the family of late Sarla Bhatt. After 35 years, the case of gruesome killing of Sarla Bhatt is again opened. The state investigating agencies started investigation. S.I.R raided multiple places in Kashmir, including the residence of Yasin Malik, who was then the JKLF chief, a terror outfit.
All right, viewers, we have some breaking news coming in, and this is in connection with the controversy surrounding actor KK Menon, where allegedly there were allegations about his involvement in Congress's voter Chori campaign. Now, actor KK Menon has denied his involvement in the Congress's voter Chori campaign. BJP, meanwhile, has hit out at the Congress party, saying that Congress is a certified chore, and KK Menon has exposed the Congress party. Viewers, we have BJP reacting to this. Listen to what Shehzad Poonawala has to say.
वोट चोरी का तो पता नहीं, परंतु कांग्रेस कंटेंट चोर जरूर बन चुकी है और कंटेंट चोरी के ऊपर अब एक्टर केके मेनन ने कांग्रेस को आईना दिखाया है। देखिए ना, कांग्रेस पार्टी सर्टिफाइड जमीन चोर, कन्विक्टेड चारा चोर के साथ नेशनल हेराल्ड में लैंड चोर और किस प्रकार से देश के संसाधन चोरी करने का काम कांग्रेस ने किया, ये तो हमने देखा है। पर अब एटम बॉम्ब के नाम पर जो सुतली बॉम्ब फोड़ा राहुल गांधी ने, कि वोट चोरी हो रही है इलेक्शन कमीशन के द्वारा। और जब कर्नाटका का उन्होंने सो कॉल्ड 100% प्रूफ दिया तो फैक्ट चेक भी हुए और उनके ही नेता राजन्ना जो एसटी कम्युनिटी से आते हैं उन्होंने भी फैक्ट चेक किया। कहा राहुल गांधी जी अगर ये चोरी हुई तो हम क्या कर रहे थे, तो उनको तुरंत राहुल गांधी ने फतवा इशू करके बर्खास्त कर दिया। और फिर जो अभी सोशल मीडिया पे कंटेंट बना है उसमें भी के मेनन और बड़े एक्टर्स के लोगों के कंटेंट को चोरी करने का काम किया है। वैसे कांग्रेस पार्टी और चोरी ये सिनोनिमस है। वो कहते हैं ना, झांकी रही भावना जैसी, प्रभु मुहूर्त दिखे दिन तैसी। उन्होंने हमेशा चोरी की है तो उनको लगता है आज भी चोरी हो रही है। जब देश की जनता प्रधानमंत्री मोदी को चुनती है तीसरी बार तो जनता के विवेक पर सवाल खड़े करते हैं, क्योंकि ये संविधान तंत्र में यकीन नहीं रखते, परिवार तंत्र में यकीन रखते हैं। और इसीलिए चोरी इनकी फितरत है, चोरी इनकी आदत है और चोरी का आरोप लगाना इनकी शरारत।
What has happened, viewers, is that there is a clip that has been circulated by the Congress party, and there is a part of his KK Menon star special ops episode that has been used allegedly. That is what KK Menon has said, that he did not know. A clip has been taken away without his knowledge. Take a listen in.
रुको यार, रोल करना बंद करो। अगर आप ये रील देख रहे हो ना, इसका मतलब क्या?
वोट चोरी के खिलाफ कैंपेन में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर रहे हो? अरे अभी जाओ, बायो में लिंक दी है, उस पर जाके फॉर्म भरो, नीचे कैप्शन में नंबर दिया है, उस पर मिस कॉल मारो, आवाज उठाओ, अपना वोट चोरी होने से बचाओ।
All right, so that was the clip, viewers, and this was posted by the handle of Congress party, and this has now become so-called campaign clipping of Congress that has been pushing the theory of vote chori, that it allegations that Rahul Gandhi has been making about votes, the manipulation of votes, vote theft row, and in the bid to further their campaign, this video was used by the Congress party. And the Congress now, of course, the Congress has not replied. We have the BJP. In fact, KK Menon himself has said that he has nothing to do with this. This was not him endorsing any party's campaign, but this was part of the special operations, special ops season 2 episode, or maybe a video or trailer, whatever it was. But it has nothing to do with the Congress party. And he says that please let it be noted that I have not acted in this ad. And we'll get you more details, viewers, on that. We'll get you more reactions. But meanwhile, we are interrupted by some more breaking news coming in. And this is Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu hitting back at the US President Donald Trump's dead economy remark. He has urged that India remains the fastest growing economy in the world and will become the third largest economy by 2028. So we have the Prime Minister, we have the Defense Minister, we have many other leaders now uniting and speaking, staring back at Donald Trump, the latest being one of the NDA members, NDA leaders, and Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, who has said that India is will be the third largest economy by 2028, and that it's the fastest growing economy in the world. All right, viewers, now the ZPTC bypoll in Andhra Pradesh began on a stormy note. Puli Vendula bypoll began on a stormy note in Kadapa district as police took the local YSRCP MP YS Avinash Reddy into custody. The police also placed a YSRCP and a TDP leader under house arrest. The MP condemned the police action, taking him into custody as atrocious. He alleged that it was done without notice or a reason and claimed that hundreds of TDP supporters entered Pulivendula without facing any police action. So there you have the visuals of the local, what happened during the local body bypolls. The YSR MP was detained, and you can see the high drama that unfolded. And he says that the police action is condemnable. DDP MLC Bhumi Reddy also placed under house arrest. And all right, my colleague Aishwarya is joining us live on the broadcast. For more, Aishwarya, tell us more what really transpired in this incident.
Yes, Rakshita. So the bypoll is currently underway, and the chaos has been going on from morning, where YSRCP leaders are claiming that it's a state-sponsored miscreants are creating chaos in the election, where they are causing chaos and commotion and confusion among voters, and they are changing the voter polling stations at the last moment, leading to a lot of confusion. Amidst this chaos, even Avinash Reddy, who is also the close relative of YSRCP, President Jagan Mohan Reddy, was under house arrest, and he said that despite repeated pleas, he was still taken into custody, and he was dragged into custody, in fact. And he had, though he was unwell, the police did not listen to him, but they did not even touch or do anything to the TDP supporters who are also at the polling booth station, causing the same amount of chaos.
Right, Aishwarya, many thanks for joining us with those details coming in on that story from Andhra Pradesh. Viewers, we shift our focus to other stories from across the country. This is Bharat in 2 minutes. And now, in a latest update in the fake police bureau case, Noida police has arrested a total of 6 people who are accused in the Noida International Police Bureau gang bust case. The gang allegedly set up a fully equipped office to impersonate global law enforcement using forged documents, fake ministry certificates, police-like uniforms and logos. They ran websites to showcase fake affiliations with Interpol, international human rights bodies and Indian ministries. The accused allegedly collected donations and issued fake summons like letters to pressure victims, especially in property disputes. Key accused Bibhas Chandra Adhikari is charged by the CBI and the ED action in cases of recruitment, corruption and money laundering. Supreme Court orders release of Sukhdev Pahalwan, who was convicted in the 2002 Nitish Katara murder case, claiming he has completed his 20-year-long sentence. This comes to light after Supreme Court gave its judgment in a significant directive aimed at preventing unlawful detention. The Supreme Court ordered all states and union territories to identify and release the convicts who have served in their sentence. In a sudden turn of events, students were seen attacking each other at the Avinash College in Hyderabad. The CCTV footage surfaced online where a gang of boys targeted a student. The local authorities have registered a case against 15 people who are involved in this case. In a push for
The campaign has kicked off once again ahead of the Independence Day celebrations. The Tiranga bike rally was flagged off today from Delhi's Bharat Mandapam, aiming to encourage citizens to celebrate India's Independence Day by bringing the tricolour home. Union ministers and the Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta flagged off the rally, which saw thousands of bikes carrying the tricolour and participating, chanting Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
मैं बहुत धन्यवाद करती हूँ आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का, जिन्होंने इस राष्ट्रीय उत्सव को हर घर का उत्सव बना दिया और जिस तरीके से हजारों कार्यक्रम एक एक शहर में हो रहे हैं। जनता तिरंगा यात्रा निकाल रही है, अपनी देशभक्ति को प्रकट करने का एक माध्यम इन तिरंगा यात्राओं को बना रहा है।
Earlier, Chief Minister Rekha Gupta also flagged off the Tiranga Cyclothon for girls, promoting women's empowerment and patriotism. The Har Ghar Tiranga initiative has become a people's movement with citizens from all walks of life participating in the celebrations.
इस बार की तिरंगा यात्रा में जोश दुगना है, क्योंकि आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के कुशल नेतृत्व में ऑपरेशन सिंदूर और ऑपरेशन महादेव के जरिए जो हमारी आर्म्ड फोर्सेस ने आतंकवाद को, पाकिस्तान को और दुश्मन को जो मुंहतोड़ जवाब दिया है, उसके कारण मां भारती के युवा में जोश डबल है।
हर घर तिरंगा अभियान जो चल रहा है, आज दिल्ली में हजारों मोटरसाइकिलें आपने देखी, लोग अपने हाथों में तिरंगा लेके घूम रहे हैं। तिरंगा हमारी आन बान और शान है, हमारी देश की अखंडता और एकता का प्रतीक है, और ये एक तिरंगा ऐसा है जो पूरे देश को एक सूत्र में बांधता है।
There's been a violent weekend in several parts of the United States, viewers. Once again, we see that firing incidents have come to light. First, the deadly shooting in Texas, and then a Target store shooting as in Houston. And there is, of course, the search for the suspect, the gunman who was behind this shooting. Here's a report on that.
In a shocking turn of events, Houston witnessed a violent shooting that left 3 people dead and 1 critically injured. A gunman opened fire in the car parking of the Target store in Texas, killing at least 3 people before stealing 2 vehicles in a chaotic escape. In this tragic incident, 2 individuals were declared dead at the scene and the 3rd victim died in the hospital during treatment, while another person is critically injured. The local authorities received a call about shots fired at the target location on Research Boulevard at 2:15 p.m., soon after which they rushed to the spot. Austin Police Chief Lisa Davis claimed that the accused who had fled the scene earlier after the shooting has been arrested by the police department. Investigations are underway as local authorities continue to track
Amity is proud to announce the commencement of its 12th university in India, Amity University, Hyderabad. At the prime location of AeroCity Hyderabad Airport, has a strong focus on high-end research with brilliant students and distinguished faculty who share our mission to change the world together. To apply for this year's session, visit amity.edu/Hyderabad.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा।
The tweet that I put out last evening, actually, was something that has been gaining a lot of responses from people. And a lot of people are trying to understand what is the point I'm making. So let me be brutally honest. The deep state, which involves the CIA, involves companies with economic interest, and certainly involves Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, are working under one primary objective. And that objective is that Modi must go. The CIA has been given 12 months to ensure that there is division and a break in the ranks of the BJP and confusion in the ranks of the RSS as well. This operation is primarily titled Diversion, Deception, and Division. The intent is very clear that the deep state had an agenda as far as the free trade agreement with India was concerned. According to many of them, 3 months ago, it was a given and a done and dusted initiative that would have been signed by the Indian government and Prime Minister Narendra Modi and team. However, what was not anticipated were the questions and the interests that the Indian government raised, keeping India first. After that, you had Trump come in with his claims of mediating as far as the Operation Sindoor was concerned and the conflict between India and Pakistan. More so, Trump believed that he would be able to get Prime Minister Modi to sign on the FTA. Prime Minister Modi, putting India first, had raised some serious questions on the nature of the FTA and certain parts of it. And I can tell you with the information that I have, is that they have and been targeting BJP members of parliament in certain quarters of this country. They were looking at creating a situation and are still working on that to ensure that there is some level of disruption within the parliament this time, or even when the next session of parliament happens, or in between the parliamentary session, where there is a turmoil within the BJP, using the BJP ranks itself. They are not even looking at targeting the rest of the NDA. That is step two. The step one, which they believe they need to do, is break the BJP from within and to create immense confusion in the RSS and the BJP relationship. And over a period of the last couple of months, you will see intense effort being made by US lobbies in India, US lobbies in other parts of the world, trying to put pressure on the Indian government to toe the line of Donald Trump. Now, this is happening because the FTA to them, the control of certain aspects of business in India and the economic aspect of it is something that the deep state wants to control. The other agenda of the deep state, which was something that has come out before as well, is that they believe that there are two strong assets of Prime Minister Modi. One is within the business sphere, and the other one is within the intelligence and security sphere. And the US will be.
This is Republic Jack Oliver's studio. Stay tuned for all the breaking news and updates. I am Tanisha Avasthi. Let's get started.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला
Hi guys, just wanted to tell you that Republic Media Sports R4 Sports is not just about sport. It's about heart, discipline and untold dreams. Stories that need national stage. And I fully support this initiative and invite you all to be a part of this. So stay tuned for R4 Sports and let's cheer together.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल ये रंग दे ये खुशबू दे ये तीखा ये कम पड़े क्या निराला MDH मसाला
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये ही तो है इसकी खास बात वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है अरे मेरे राजा
The tweet that I put out last evening actually was something that has been gaining a lot of responses from people, and a lot of people are trying to understand what is the point I'm making. So let me be brutally honest. The deep state, which involves the CIA, involves companies with economic interest, and certainly involves Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, are working under one primary objective. And that
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला
The tweet that I put out last evening actually was something that has been gaining a lot of responses from people, and a lot of people are trying to understand what is the point I'm making. So let me be brutally honest. The deep state, which involves the CIA, involves companies with economic interest, and certainly involves Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, are working under one primary objective. And that objective is that Modi must.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
A very good afternoon, viewers. You're watching live and breaking. I'm Tamisha with you, and we begin with the breaking news coming in from the national capital. A very important meeting is right now underway between the Prime Minister and Rajnath Singh. Shivraj Singh Chauhan and Manohar Lal Khattar also present in this meeting. Now, what we understand is that this meeting could be on the deliberations on the vice presidential candidate and also the BJP national president. Of course, that has been a matter of suspense for the longest time as far as this decision on the national president is concerned of the BJP, but also the vice presidential candidate. And we understand that there could be some decision today, in principle at least, on the name of the vice presidential candidate for the NDA. Harsha joins us live on the broadcast for more. Harsha, tell us more details about this important meeting that is underway.
So, Rakshita, the meeting has just not concluded. It was a meeting which was called just after the cabinet concluded. It was a meeting which went on for 10-15 minutes in the chamber of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This was attended by the cabinet ministers Manohar Lal Khattar, Rajnath Singh, JP Nadda, and also Shivraj Singh Chauhan and other ministers were in attendance in the meeting. And this was after cabinet meeting because we very well know that on September 9, there's the election of vice president. Until now, BJP is doing deliberation exactly who should be the candidate for the vice president post. And that is the reason why these deliberations are now underway in the parliament, because very important, because the last day of nomination is also coming nearby, and therefore BJP wants to be sure. And already in the NDA parliamentary party meeting, the entire NDA has passed a resolution and given this and also asked Prime Minister Narendra Modi and JP Nadda to announce the candidate of the vice president and who is going to be the president, and deliberations are going on regarding it. Not only this, that BJP national president elections are also is also supposed to happen already. The exercise to elect the state presidents has already completed. Only few states are left, like UP, Gujarat, Karnataka, and Delhi states are left for the new state presidents. Only after that, the new BJP national president will be announced. That also happens through the proper setup and protocol and the voting which happens internally in the organization of BJP. And after that, only the BJP national president is elected.
Yes, Harsha, please stay with me. I'm also being joined by Aishwarya Kapoor on the phone line. Aishwarya, who are the front runners? We learned that there is a key meeting that is underway. This is in regard with the BJP president election and the vice president elections as well.
Well, we need to keep in mind that this is a very, very sensitive topic as far as the BJP is concerned. If sources are to be believed, RSS, the BJP's political ideologue, is completely at loggerheads with the BJP on this, and that has been a very basic point of dissent, because of which BJP has delayed the process of selecting the new BJP national president. But now, after the former vice president's resignation, the new position of the vice president's also opening up. So BJP trying to use this as a silver lining and sort the politics within the BJP, this meeting, where you have the Prime Minister, you have the Defense Minister, you have Home Minister, plus you have two very, very significant names which were running. One is Manohar Lal Khattar and the other is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. This in itself shows that the Prime Minister is having a one-on-one, face-to-face conversation with those names which are going around, whether it's for the position of the vice president or for the BJP national president. BJP is trying to put its own house in order, keeping in mind that 21st is the day where the notification is already out that the name of the new vice president will be out. BJP wants a unanimous decision to be taken. BJP, and for that, they would also have to get the support of their political ideologue, the RSS, and hence this meeting is said to be very, very significant and important simultaneously, where you have the Prime Minister, you have Narendra Modi, Rajnath Singh, Amit Shah, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Manohar Lal Khattar. These names in itself suggest that what is the agenda and the very importance of this meeting. Back to you in the studios.
All right, absolutely, Aishwarya. Thank you very much for getting us those details. Quickly shifting our focus to what's happening in the state of Karnataka, where the vote Chori fallout has now resulted in the ouster of a Karnataka minister, followed by which there is a massive ruckus that has taken place in the state of Karnataka, Tumkuru to be very specific, where supporters of K.N. Rajana have now come out on street. They have threatened to self-immolate themselves in support of K.N. Rajana. And we have a recent reaction that's come in from Cabinet Minister and the State Minister, Congress leader MC Sudhakar, who says that I do not want to dwell upon the reasons on what the party's decision and why the party took decision, and that it is for everybody to respect on what the party decides. So the Congress leader have been firm on their stand that it was the Congress party's decision, that it was the High Command's decision to throw out K.N. Rajana for going against his Congress MP Rahul Gandhi over the vote theft allegation. We are also getting in a reaction from Sudhakar, the state minister, who has given out a statement on this regard. Let's listen into what he had to say.
See, we are all bound by the discipline of the party. Whatever decision the party takes, I think we are all committed and we all respect the decision taken by the party high command. And Rajan also is a very senior leader. Under whatever circumstances party has taken the decision, I think Rajana has made himself very clear yesterday that there could be some misunderstanding or some miscommunication. So he said, I will personally go and impress upon the High Command, explain to them whatever situations, because of whatever reasons probably the party has taken a decision. So I think there is no dispute as far as the issue is concerned. So these are all the internal matters of the party, and we are all bound by the party discipline, and we respect the party high command's decision, whatever could be. So as long as the party says to us to continue in the position, we will continue. The moment the party says you have to step down, we gracefully step down and we respect the party's decision.
Joining us on the broadcast is Abhishek, reporting live from Bengaluru on that story. Abhishek, Congress sources have now revealed that it was Rahul Gandhi and Kesu Venugopal who took the decision, Congress Gandhi to be specific, who gave the orders of sacking K.N. Rajana. Clearly a divide is visible and democracy is completely over in the Congress party.
Tanisha, who is the person who actually spoke to the High Command is the point of question which has to be answered by the Congress government as of now. Because K.N. Rajana, while addressing the media after he was being sacked from the position of minister in the Karnataka cabinet, he allegated against indirectly DCM DK Shivkumar might have had a hand in making sure that Rajana is sacked from the cabinet. He also mentioned that cut portions of his video bite which was given to the media had been delivered to the High Command to make sure that there is a complete change of image on K.N. Rajana by the High Command. It is also mentioned that the High Command indirectly claiming Rahul Gandhi directly called Chief Minister Siddaramaiah via K.C. Venugopal to order and to make sure that Rajana has been sacked from the government. On the other hand, we've had ministers who have spoken to the Republic TV and various other media houses stating that it was the decision of the High Command which cannot be questioned at this point of time because the decision has already been made and there cannot be a reversal mode as of now. On the other hand, while addressing the media, Dr. G. Parmeshwar, who's the Home Minister, also mentioned the decision of the High Command has to be respected. On the other hand, various other political parties will have some of the rules which has to be followed even by the MLAs and the ministers. Clearly, Rajana might have violated some of those, and this is one such action why Rajana has been sacked from the cabinet is what Dr. G. Parmeshwar spoke. On the other hand, Satish Jarkiholi is also the closest aide of Rajana, mentioned that the decision cannot be reversed because it has been taken by the AICC High Command as of now. On the other hand, the BJP and the JDS MLAs who were present in the Karnataka Assembly are demanding an answer from the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah as to why Rajana was sacked from the cabinet even without informing the 224 MLAs who are present in the Assembly. On the other hand, the Congress men are completely batting towards the High Command, stating that the decision of the High Command cannot be questioned. It might be a disciplinary measure which has been taken against the K.N. Rajana. On the other hand, the followers of K.N. Rajana in Madugiri, which is located in Tumkuru, have started protesting against
Abhishek,
the AICC.
In fact, we're also getting a reaction from Pralhad Joshi. The BJP, remember, has been questioning and demanding answers from the Congress party, specifically Siddaramaiah. Here's what Pralhad Joshi had to say just a few moments back.
डीएम ही पूरा इलेक्शन का कमीशन का काम देखते हैं और जब तक कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट लागू नहीं होता है डीसी वर्क्स अंडर द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट। उनका पोस्टिंग भी मुख्यमंत्री ही करते हैं। तो इसीलिए उन्होंने कहा अगर गलती हुआ है तो हमारा कालखंड में आया तो ये गलती हमको स्वीकार करना है। दिस इज व्हाट एग्जैक्टली ही सेड। ही नीदर ही हैज सेड, उन्होंने ये भी नहीं कहा कि राहुल गांधी ने जो बोला है झूठ बोला है, वो भी उन्होंने नहीं कहा है। आई एम कोटिंग ओनली हिज स्टेटमेंट। राहुल गांधी ने झूठ बोला है ये तो पूरा आ गया है बाद में, लेकिन राजन्ना का स्टेटमेंट लिमिटेड था। बट समझाने के लिए उन्होंने जो कहा हमको भी आत्मविमर्शा करना है, ये बोलने से ये सिद्धरामैया का बहुत करीबी माना जाता है। तो सिद्धरामैया ने उनको बताया कि आपको रेसिग्नेशन देना पड़ेगा।
हमें नहीं कर पा रहे और इसलिए देश में एक लॉ लाना बहुत आवश्यक है। हम क्यों लॉ ला एक ये बिल लेके आए हैं? देश में फेडरेशन का इलेक्शन, फेडरेशन में एथलीट का सिलेक्शन, फेडरेशन में महिलाओं का प्रतिनिधित्व, फेडरेशन में नए लोगों को अपॉर्चुनिटी देना, ऐसे कई टाइप के विषय है। उसके लिए ट्रांसपेरेंसी होना बहुत आवश्यक है। आज मैं देखता हूं देश में 350 से अधिक कोर्ट केस है। फेडरेशन में इलेक्शन हुआ, कोर्ट में चला गया, कोर्ट ने उसमें एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर रख दिया और जब फेडरेशन में डिस्प्यूट होता है तब एथलीट का भविष्य अनिश्चित हो जाता है, उसके पर बुरा प्रभाव होता है। ऐसे 350 से अधिक कैसे इलेक्शन होना है? इलेक्शन स्टेज पर, रिजल्ट स्टेज पर, इलेक्शन के प्रारंभिक स्टेज पर बार बार कोर्ट मैटर हो जाती है। मैं देखता हूं वर्तमान समय में पिछले 1 साल से मैं भारत सरकार के स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टर के रूप में देख रहा हूं लीगल पैरालिसिस की स्थिति है। देश में बॉडी में कितना मेंबर होंगे? कई फेडरेशन में कई ज्यादा मेंबर हो जाता है, कई फेडरेशन में कम मेंबर होता है और एथलीट 50% हमारी महिला है। ये महिला को प्रतिनिधित्व मिलना बहुत आवश्यक है और कई महिला खेलती है, उसका कोई प्रश्न होता है, उसका कोई इश्यू होता है, उसको एड्रेस करने के लिए एथलीट कमीशन में महिलाओं का प्रतिनिधित्व होना बहुत आवश्यक है। ऐसी कई टाइप की सिचुएशंस आज हमारे सामने है जो हमें स्पोर्ट्स सेक्टर में आगे बढ़ाने में बाधा आ रही है। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा कि हमें आने वाले 10 साल में देश को स्पोर्ट्स सेक्टर में दुनिया में 1 से 10 क्रम में लाना है। हमें जब देश आजादी का शताब्दी वर्ष मनाता हो, यानी कि देश आजादी का 100 वर्ष मनाए, हमें विकसित भारत बनना है। विकसित भारत केवल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट को मोदी जी ने नहीं कहा है। मोदी जी ने कहा है कि देश सर्वांगीण क्षेत्र में उन्नति करे। स्पोर्ट्स सेक्टर में भी हम दुनिया में 1 से 5 नंबर के मेडल टैली में आना चाहते हैं। उसके लिए स्पोर्ट्स सेक्टर में गुड गवर्नेंस ये बहुत आवश्यक है। और आज दुनिया में मोदी जी ने कहा है कि हर स्थिति में हमें वर्ल्ड क्लास बनना है। हमें दुनिया में जो रूल्स रेगुलेशन है, दुनिया में जिस टाइप का गवर्नेंस है, ऐसा गवर्नेंस हमारे देश में भी होना चाहिए। आज दुनिया में 20 देशों में स्पोर्ट्स लॉ है, हमारे देश में नहीं था। मैं संसद से माननीय सदस्यगण को रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, लोकसभा ने पारित करा है, जब राज्यसभा बिल को पारित कर देंगे तो हम 21वें कंट्री बनेंगे जिसमें स्पोर्ट्स लॉ हो और लॉ के मुताबिक हमारे देश में गुड गवर्नेंस चलता हो। माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, उसके लिए बात होती रही जैसे मैंने बताया, लेकिन इच्छा शक्ति का अभाव से हम उसको बिल में, लॉ में कन्वर्ट नहीं करें। सबसे पहले 1975 में ये देश में स्पोर्ट्स के लिए एक गाइडलाइन बनाई और एक गाइडलाइन के मुताबिक स्पोर्ट्स गवर्नेंस होता था। 1985 में पहली बार, 1985 में यानी कि आज से 30 साल पहले एक प्रयास हुआ, एक स्पोर्ट्स बिल का ड्राफ्ट बना, बट आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएगा। 2011 में एक स्पोर्ट्स कोड बनाया गया, वो भी कोर्ट में चैलेंज हो गए। उसके ऊपर कोई नतीजा नहीं।
All right, so that was Mansukh Mandavia who was speaking in Rajya Sabha over tabling of the sports bill. We learn that while he was delivering his address, there was a walkout from the opposition over various issues, and ruckus were witnessed. And with that, we move forward to our other stories that we are getting you. This is the breaking news on the stray dog menace that's there in the National Capital Region after Supreme Court's big order. We now learn that Delhi police has registered an FIR against the animal rights activists for holding protest near the India Gate. Delhi police has registered an FIR at the Tilak Marg police station. The FIR has been registered against dog activists. Dog activists had reached India Gate yesterday evening to protest against the Supreme Court's verdict. We now learn that the Delhi police has registered an FIR against them. So that's the big crackdown by Delhi police on dog activists. Remember, these are the dog activists that were protesting yesterday near India Gate, and they planned on extending their protest near India Gate, where after Delhi police had filed an FIR against them for protesting without any permission. The protest was regarding the Supreme Court's order over stray dog menace, where the Supreme Court had ordered that all the stray dogs must be removed within 8 weeks, a very stern action and the biggest remark the Supreme Court has so far observed on the stray dog menace in the Delhi NCR region. For the same, the protesters were protesting near India Gate and FIR has been filed against them. Akil, my colleague, is joining us live on the broadcast. Akil, get us more details on the FIR that has been filed against these dog activists.
Well, that's right. In this case, what we have seen, there are some animal activists have gathered last evening after the Supreme Court ordered at India Gate to raise their voice, to raise their demand against the curve which the Supreme Court has set. In this case, what we have seen, the Delhi police team has lodged an FIR in connection with the case at Tilak Marg police station. So right now, one FIR has already been registered in connection with the case. But if you see what we are seeing, that in this case, the opinion has been divided on two different sides. One side is saying that the curb against the dog menace is really good. Some RWA associations have come forward and they have basically lauded the approach by the Supreme Court in connection with the case. And on the other hand, what we have seen that the PETA and other similar organizations have basically raised demands, and they have basically raised questions and termed it as an illogical and impractical move by the apex court.
Right, Akil, thank you very much for getting us those details. Shifting our focus to some other breaking news that's coming in, and this is in regard with the vote theft fallout. Congress seems to be in another huge controversy, and this is after KK Menon has refuted to Congress's claims that he supported their campaign of the vote theft that Congress had initiated nationwide. Now, after KK Menon denied his involvement in Congress's latest vote Chori campaign, the BJP has hit out at the Congress party, saying that Congress is a certified chore and that KK Menon has now exposed the Congress party. We're getting in our latest reaction from the BJP spokesperson Shehzad Poonawala. Let's listen to what he had to say.
तो पता नहीं, परंतु कांग्रेस कंटेंट चोर जरूर बन चुकी है, और कंटेंट चोरी के ऊपर अब एक्टर केके मेनन ने कांग्रेस को आईना दिखाया है। देखिए ना, कांग्रेस पार्टी सर्टिफाइड जमीन चोर, कन्विक्टेड चारा चोर के साथ नेशनल हेराल्ड में लैंड चोर, और किस प्रकार से देश के संसाधन चोरी करने का काम कांग्रेस ने किया, ये तो हमने देखा है। पर अब एटम बॉम्ब के नाम पर जो सुतली बॉम्ब फोड़ा राहुल गांधी ने कि वोट चोरी हो रही है इलेक्शन कमीशन के द्वारा, और जब कर्नाटका का उन्होंने सो कॉल्ड 100% प्रूफ दिया तो फैक्ट चेक भी हुए, और उनके ही नेता राजन्ना जो एसटी कम्युनिटी से आते हैं, उन्होंने भी फैक्ट चेक किया। कहा, राहुल गांधी जी, अगर ये चोरी हुई तो हम क्या कर रहे थे? तो उनको तुरंत राहुल गांधी ने फतवा इशू करके बर्खास्त कर दिया। और फिर जो अभी सोशल मीडिया पे कंटेंट बना है, उसमें भी केके मेनन और बड़े एक्टर्स के लोगों के कंटेंट को चोरी करने का काम किया है। वैसे कांग्रेस पार्टी और चोरी ये सिनोनिमस है। वो कहते हैं ना, झांकी रही भावना जैसी, प्रभु मुहूर्त दिखे दिन तैसी। उन्होंने हमेशा चोरी की है, तो उनको लगता है आज भी चोरी हो रही है। जब देश की जनता प्रधानमंत्री मोदी को चुनती है तीसरी बार, तो जनता के विवेक पर सवाल खड़े करते हैं, क्योंकि ये संविधान तंत्र में यकीन नहीं रखते, परिवार तंत्र में यकीन रखते हैं, और इसीलिए चोरी इनकी फितरत है, चोरी इनकी आदत है, और चोरी का आरोप लगाना इनकी शरारत है।
and this is in regard with Supreme Court's fresh directive over the street dog menace. We now learn that the Supreme Court has directed the mandatory covered disposal of leftover food after a noticeable rise in stray dogs roaming at the corridors and even entering lifts within the court complex. Observing that such incidents have increased significantly in and around the premises, the court administration has now issued an immediate directive aimed at addressing the problem. Under the new order, all leftover food must be discarded only in proper covered dustbins, with a strict ban on dumping food in open areas or uncovered containers. The measure is intended, ladies and gentlemen, to prevent animals from being drawn to the premises in search of food, thereby reducing the risk of dog bites and ensuring better hygiene standards across the complex. This decision by the Supreme Court comes a day after it ordered the removal of all stray dogs from Delhi NCR streets and their relocation to shelters, making it clear that once housed, the animals will not be released back into public spaces. Describing the rise in stray dog bites as extremely grim, a bench of Justices J.B. Paradiwala and R. Mahadevan had issued a series of directions yesterday and warned that any individual or organization obstructing the process could face strict action, including contempt proceedings. If any individual or any organization comes in the way of such force picking up stray dogs and rounding them up, and if it is reported to us, we shall proceed to take strict action against any resistance, is what the bench had said yesterday. Remember, this key Supreme Court update, the fresh directive, comes at a time when Supreme Court had already issued the biggest order on street dog menace, and today they have said that disposal of the food that is given to the street dogs must be disposed of in a covered container, and this after the big directive that the Supreme Court had ordered on the street dog menace. And remember, all of these directives are being issued by the Supreme Court to control the stray dog menace that's there in the National Capital Region. The Supreme Court had observed yesterday that anybody who tries to defy the Supreme Court order will have to face contempt proceedings in this regard. And with that, let's also have a quick roundup of other stories that we are tracking. This is Bharat in 2 minutes. As India will celebrate its 79th Independence Day this year, the spirit of every citizen remains high. Tiranga rallies and marches have been organized by states across India. The BSF in Srinagar is hosting a Tiranga rally from Bandipora to Srinagar. Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta and Ashish Shrood also flagged off Tiranga cyclothon for girls from Vidhan Sabha to Rajghat in the national capital today. As rainfall plagues multiple states in India, flood-like situation has arisen in Lower Assam due to an increase in the water level of the Janali River, which flows south along the border between Assam and West Bengal. Residents around the area can be seen in knee-deep waters. Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant and Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma attended the passing out parade of 700 recruits of the Goa Police. The recruits will be passing out as the 1st, 3rd and 2nd India Reserve Battalions at Lachit Barphukan Police Academy at Deragaon in Assam. Flash floods have hit a government school in Poonch in Jammu and Kashmir. The sports room, a 200 meters long shed, school records and sports kits were also washed away in the flash floods. No casualties, however, have been reported. Operation Alert has been started in Rajasthan. During the operation, the border management will be on high alert and will try to rehearse and improve their drills. These drills will be rehearsed to prepare for a better border management of upcoming challenges. The Border Security Force will evaluate all inputs coming across the border to monitor all possible threats and neutralize them. With that, it's time for us to now slip into a short break. After the break, we'll get to the details of the 3-member committee that has been formed by the Lok Sabha Speaker to probe against Justice Yashwant Verma, wherein he was enrolled in the biggest judicial scandal. Also coming up after the break are the latest details on the Dharmasthala case, which has now been raised in the Karnataka Assembly.
city is proud to announce the commencement of its 12th university in India, Amity University, Hyderabad. At the prime location of AeroCity Hyderabad Airport, has a strong focus on high-end research with brilliant students and distinguished faculty who share our mission to change the world together. To apply for this year's session, visit amity.edu/Hyderabad.
R Pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
MDH की देगी मीरज,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का.
MDH की देगी मीरज.
The tweet that I put out last evening actually was something that has been gaining a lot of responses from people, and a lot of people are trying to understand what is the point I'm making. So let me be brutally honest. The deep
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार.
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला. केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे. केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार. विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार. MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला.
The tweet that I put out last evening actually was something that has been gaining a lot of responses from people, and a lot of people are trying to understand what is the point I'm making. So let me be brutally honest. The deep state, which involves the CIA, involves companies with economic interest, and certainly involves Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, are working under one primary objective. And that objective is that Modi must go. The CIA has been given 12 months to ensure that there is division and a break in the ranks of the BJP and confusion in the ranks of the RSS as well. This operation is primarily titled Diversion, Deception, and Division. The intent is very clear that the deep state had an agenda as far as the free trade agreement with India was concerned. According to many of them, 3 months ago, it was a given and a done and dusted initiative that would have been signed by the Indian government and Prime Minister Narendra Modi and team. However, what was not anticipated were the questions and the interests that the Indian government raised, keeping India.
A very warm welcome, viewers. You're watching Live and Breaking, and I am Rakshita Mishra with you. We will be getting you all the latest updates that are coming in from the national capital, as a high-level meeting with the Prime Minister and many other top leaders of the BJP are right now in a huddle. We'll get you every detail on that and much more. First, the headlines. Actor KK Menon slams Congress's voter Chori campaign for using his special ops clip without permission. Rajanna supporters take to streets in Madhugiri and Tumkur. Protesters block roads. One of them tries to self-immolate. Ruckus in Uttar Pradesh Assembly over Fatehpur tomb dispute. Samajwadi Party demands action. Yogi government says law will take its own course. Lok Sabha Speaker announces 3-member committee to probe into allegations against Justice Verma. BJP raises issue of Dharmasthala in Karnataka Assembly as SIT heads to spot number 13 for GPR survey. Day after Supreme Court order on stray dogs, Rahul Gandhi questions SC order, calls blanket removal cruel. Israeli envoy takes on Priyanka Gandhi Vadra over her genocide claim, asks her not to buy Hamas numbers. All right, viewers, we start with the news coming in from Dharmasthala in Karnataka. The SIT chief has now moved towards the spot number 13, and SIT is preparing for a GPR survey now at that spot. Dharmasthala mass burial probe with that is only deepening, viewers, as they are moving from different sites. So this is the site number 13 or spot number 13, and there has been a ruckus in Karnataka Assembly as well on this matter. And viewers, there has been multiple revelations, whatever been made, at least in investigations. We'll get you, in fact, live visuals coming in from the spot on your screens. In fact, the left side of your screen showing you the live visuals. And we have Abhishek joining us live on the broadcast, and he's getting us live inputs from the spot. Abhishek, ground penetrating radar, that is a GPR machine, is being used to now, in fact, excavate. Tell us more. What is the significance? Why is this spot number 13 or site number 13 important?
Rakshita, one major development is that the chief of Special Investigation Team, Pranav Mohanty, had reached the office by morning. He had a conversation with the AC Stella Varghese, and also they have decided, as per their decision, they have already used the drone-mounted ground-penetrating radar to survey the area or point number 13, which is located just beside the Netravati riverbank, where the whistleblower had claimed to have buried over more than 20 to 30 bodies. At this point of time, the latest information is that no skeletal remain has been found by the ground penetrating radar, and this is the reason as to why the SIT has decided to excavate the place using a JCB at this hour. Coming back to the development that happened in the Assembly Hall of Vidhana Sabha located in Bengaluru, BJP and Congress were in deep conversation with respect to what is happening in Dharmasthala for over the last 3 weeks. BJP's MLA Suresh Kumar and various other Sunil Kumar demanded that the government give an interim report about what is happening in Dharmasthala and what is the progress card of the investigation that has been carried out by Special Investigation Team until now. On the other hand, while addressing the questions of BJP MLAs, Dr. G. Parmeshwar, who is the Home Minister, has very clearly mentioned that since the investigation is in progress, no interim report will be submitted to the MLAs or in the floor. However, after the completion of the investigation, a complete detailed report will be kept in front of the House so that anyone can go through the facts laid down by the Special Investigation Team. And also, Dinesh Gundu Rao, who is the Minister of the State, also previously, while talking to the media, had mentioned that the Special Investigation Team had been formed because of the pressure from the left-wing people. On the other hand, this was raised as a question by Suresh Kumar, who was the former Minister of Law, who belongs to the BJP. When Suresh Kumar questioned Dinesh Gundu Rao's statement, Dinesh Gundu Rao once again stated in the Assembly that the Special Investigation Team has been constituted by the government to make sure that the truth is unearthed. At this point of time, the BJP also questioned the entire entire Congress government to unmask the person, to make to make the face of the unknown person or the whistleblower public, to make sure that the MLAs would get to know who that person is. This point of time, Speaker UT Kadir intervened and mentioned that there will be a special time allotted in the Assembly tomorrow to have a detailed conversation about what is happening in Dharmasthala for over the last 3 weeks. So getting back to the point, number 13, it was mentioned by the whistleblower in his complaint and in front of the magistrate that out of the hundreds of bodies which have been buried in various other sites of Dharmasthala and Netravati, point number 13 is said to have been buried over at least 20 to 30 bodies as per his memory, is what he had claimed previously. However, despite using a drone mounted ground penetrating radar, since there was no skeletal remain found, the special investigation team is supposed to reach there along with the chief of the special investigation team. There is another update to this case as well. IPS Anuchet, who is also part of this team, has already visited Vidhan Sauda to give us major data with respect to, or probably the report card as of what has happened over till now to the government, to the Home Minister, after which the Home Minister, Dr. G. Parmeshwara, visited CM Siddaramaiah to discuss on the Dharmasthala case. And now, after a break of lunch, the session has already begun, and we will have to see if this topic comes into the Assembly once again. Rakshita.
Right. That is what, I mean, there was ruckus also, and as you pointed out, the exchange that happened. What the BJP is alleging that there has been constant digging and nothing really has been found. But is it so? If you could just, for the benefit of our viewers, Abhishek, pointify what really has been, at least whatever has been gathered till now.
If we go back to a small flashback, Rakshita, the whistleblower just made an appearance out of thin air in front of the magistrate along with his advocates, having a skull in his hand, stating that this skull has been retrieved from one of the places of Dharmasthala where he had buried hundreds of bodies belonging to women aged between 12 and 80 for the last couple of years. He also claims that he was a sanitation worker in Dharmasthala from 1995 to 2014, and he was forced to bury the bodies of these illegally murdered, raped, physically assaulted women in between 98 and 2014. He also mentions that he doesn't even have a normal count or an actual count of how many bodies he has buried until now. He also mentions that an influential family of Dharmasthala threatened him that they would cut him into pieces if he doesn't go by their orders. He also made sure that the skull had been produced in front of the Beltangdi police station, which was handed over to the Dharmasthala police station on the said date and after the magistrate's order. Not to forget, the whistleblower had also taken the special investigation team officers to point 13 places or exact locations where he had buried the bodies, is what he had claimed as of now. On the other hand, day one, the whistleblower made sure that the special investigation team officers would mark those places and safeguard them. Starting from day 2 to day 5 or day 6, the SIT officers along with the whistleblower took various other laborers, took various other staff from SOCO team, the FSL team, even the Jilla Panchayat.
You know, Abhishek, there is a... Just hold on. Just like to just interrupt you there. There is this NHRC, the National Human Rights Commission, that is now monitoring the operation at the site, we're told. NHRC's involvement indicating the excavation at the 13th point in Dharmasthala following the unsuccessful GPR search is being closely observed to ensure compliance. So the NHRC also, Abhishek, has been now, becoming a part, so to speak, is monitoring this operation at least at the site. Abhishek.
With respect to why National Human Rights Commission entered this issue is, if at all we have to see that the whistleblower is taken care of properly by the special investigation team, and NHRC has entered into the situation to monitor the condition which is present in front of point number 13. Are the SOCO officers doing their job properly? Is the FSL team collecting the data or the evidence in a scientific manner? Is the special investigation team officers following the protocol? Is the whistleblower being given proper protection, or is this cover being unearthed or shown to the people? Are the procedures being followed? Is independent investigation going on? There are various other factors as to why NHRC is present at point number 13 as of now. Not to forget, Rakshita, the ground penetrating radar came in after the advocate for Sujata Bhatt wrote a letter or a press release which was released on social media demanding a ground penetrating radar be used, because the whistleblower had claimed that these incidents had happened over a minimum of 11 years and a maximum of 27 years. There have been multiple landslides. The skeletal remains of these bodies might have gushed out of the forest, or also there might be sand or mud which have been accumulated over the already existing land. And at this point of time, probably using the manual labor to dig or excavate various other points might be unscientific. And this is the reason as to why the advocate demanded the government and the SIT to introduce the ground penetrating radar, so that the skeletal remains, if at all under the ground, can be easily identified and pointed out by the GPR.
Right.
At this point of time, since point number 13 is located just beside Netravati river, the drone mounted GPR was used. However, nothing was found, and the JCB has been doing its work as of now in the presence of NHRC. Rakshita.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us, Abhishek, with those details. We have some breaking news coming in from the Supreme Court, viewers. The hearing is underway in Supreme Court over the Bihar S.I.R. issue, the voter survey. And Supreme Court has now backed the Election Commission in Aadhaar as proof, Rao. So it has said that Aadhaar cannot be the ultimate proof. Just to put it in a simpler way, Supreme Court says that Aadhaar cannot be as the proof of verification of citizenship. Meanwhile, the Election Commission of India has also alleged that the court is being misled. Hearing is still underway. My colleague Aditya, I'm told, is joining us. Aditya is joining us on the broadcast from outside, from the Supreme Court. Aditya, just 2 weeks ago, I think there was the Supreme Court saying that it was pushing the Election Commission to accept the Aadhaar. But this time, in this hearing, what we understand is that it agrees with the Election Commission that Aadhaar cannot be the conclusive proof.
In today's matter, the Supreme Court did observe that the Aadhaar and the Epic card cannot be construed as a conclusive proof. And so did the Abhishek Manu Singhvi in his argument. He observed that, and he stated before the bench that the Aadhaar should not be construed as a document of proof.
Seems to be a problem in that connection. We'll try and reconnect with Aditya there. But because the hearing is underway in a Supreme Court over Bihar S.I.R, that is the survey. And I'll just summarize it for you, that the voter ID card, as Aadhaar cards, that is not a proof of citizenship, says the Supreme Court. The Bihar Special Intensive Revision case, Aadhaar card and electoral photo identity cards, EPIC, are not proof of citizenship. This is a bench of Justices Suryakant and Joymala Bagchi hearing the case saying. And this is, of course, a big, update that's coming in. Supreme Court has backed Election Commission of India's declining of Aadhaar as proof of citizenship. All right, we'll shift our focus, viewers, now. Just a day after Pakistan Army Chief General Asim Munir's fresh nuclear threat was issued against India, former Pakistan Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has issued another round of war threats against India. Now, he says that New Delhi, if New Delhi proceeds with changes to the Indus Water Treaty, we will take back all the rivers, courtesy wars.
हमने सब एक होके मोदी